equals to 50. 39.
Almost there.
For that, nobody gives a fuck. But it's a cool number.
True. Sure, it'll keep going, slowly but surely. Probably be higher than it is. It'd probably be higher than it is if we didn't stream on Thursdays. So there's that to take into account. So that's a thing. She's pretty good for a Thursday stream. Do I need this? I don't need this. Want this or this? No, delete it all. Tendency to be an email hoarder. Like, no, I need that. That's important.
Oh man, that's not important at all.
Exactly. It's an important email. I need it. Nope.
You know what's gonna suck though is not having important.
Yeah. Because that has been a lifesaver several times. Some bitch.
It's so broke. It's like, it's even more broken than lucky. It's not a chance, you just make. Like, you're like, yep, that happens.
Mm-hmm. This thing now.
It's super broken.
I know. I love it.
I would fucking love if, like, a big bad guy had, like, one use of important. Like,
I mean,
that'd be amazing.
You're the DM. Make them.
Yeah, well.
Don't tell Jared. That freak him out.
Alright. Okay.
You got it all out? Alright. Renewal invoice. What is this? Do I need this? I don't need this. Son of a bitch. Where's my actual certificate?
Hey, it's the Weiler.
Fucking
Hi.
Wilbur.
Hello.
Wise guy. Oof. Oof. There we go. If I die first, I'm playing the next spellcaster.
You're already a spellcaster.
Wizard.
Be like the thing everybody wants to die.
No,
Nah. If I wanted to die, I'd be dead.
That's what you
I mean,
said with Throm.
I mean,
Wow.
I already have plans for if I die.
To be fair, trying to kill a barbarian is hard even for a character. That's just...
Yeah, that's why my plans for Artor are very rarely like concern if I die. It's more like if I get bored of this character, this is what I'm gonna do. Because Artor is probably not gonna die.
Yeah,
That's hard to pull off.
exactly. And plus, I actually like playing Edmund. I don't actually...
Edmund's cool. I like Edmund a lot.
Look forward to playing a second character. I don't actually look forward to that. I actually like playing Edmund. So, there will not be the same thing going on. Actually, would have been upset if he had been killed by that lady in the desert.
That was. I couldn't believe that. You know, it was fucking lucky as shit. I was like, oh yeah, he's got the stone. Alright, reroll that death save and it ends up being a success instead of a failure. It sucks that you lost, you know, the passive benefits of that stone, but, you know, you lived.
What were the passive benefits of the stone?
You got +1 to all your abilities and saving throws.
Didn't know that.
I put it on your sheet as a global modifier, and I had to take them all
Gotcha.
off.
Gotcha. That's cool. That's cool. First magic item ever received in your game? Of any game?
That's actually not true.
What?
Got
What?
those
Oh, that's right.
gauntlets or whatever.
The amulet.
Amulet.
From
Maybe you just wanted gauntlets. I think
The
you
gauntlets.
just wanted gauntlets of overstrength.
Yeah, I think the gauntlets were only they worked if I fought barehanded, like for unarmed strikes.
What was I going to say? Oh, I might as well tell it to you, Rick, because it's not going to be much of a surprise, but if anything ever happens to Artur, I get bored, or he dies or something, Vernon's next. I have a lot of plans for him.
Cool. Fun.
I'm never late.
Yeah,
Except when I am.
7:59. Oh yeah.
I should probably open up Roll20.
Yeah.
Open up what?
Roll20.
I don't know what that is.
Open up roll 20.
All right.
Roll 20.
Are we streaming? Do the people want to stream or this?
Yes.
Good.
According to the Discord,
This is what we go
Turn to page 394.
394.
As the squire rubbed his supple thigh, then... Oh god, Dylan, no!
Jesus.
Wrong book!
Yo, as long as you don't read that copy pasta.
What copy? They ever come and inspect my apartment?
The NSFW one.
I don't read Discord.
Yeah, the Nusif.
Good.
Let's just send a message directly to me.
Alright.
How do you delete someone else's post?
Anybody got time for that?
you don't.
Nobody got time for that. Alright, y'all. So,
I love looking at the map and seeing how tiny Artur's token is compared to everyone else's.
Okay.
yeah. Alright, so, last time on Dungeons and Dylan's Ballsy, Dungeons and Dreidels Ballsy, there haven't been any Dreidels here.
No, there hasn't.
Alright, so after a little skirmish in the night and losing a knight, you all interrogated one of these newly found Yuan Ti shamans. After learning some information, you decided to head to the ruins north of Nusha, after which you began scouting inside, mostly after saving a young woman named Diana and having one of the knights accompany her kind of back into Nusha to, await your return, the party descended into the ruins. You stealthily took down one of the Yuan Ti, and after which continued descending on. Your knowledge, Edmund, of having been there, 20 minutes before, led them down through what you know, out and around into one of the corridors that's a smaller room where Diana was chained up, and there was a hole leading below. And as you went to begin freeing the older gentleman that was unconscious, a figure arose out of the water. At that, you all, you with a long thorn whip, whoosh,
Get over here.
dragged it back, and everybody leapt to execute this Yuan Ti. Where we're leaving off, where we're starting, is essentially that scene where now, as the blood begins to pool up and around the large body of this Yuan Ti and stretch across the floor. You all look to each other, hoping nobody heard.
Okay. Shit.
Well, he's not getting back up.
Yeah. Hopefully not.
Do they have genders? I don't know.
Search his body. Does he have like a horn on him or keys? Keys or a horn or both? Keys and a horn.
This one actually does have a set of keys, and not one of the shamans, but anyway, has a set of keys, has 2 scimitars, and does not have a horn on him. This one does not have a horn.
I'll take the keys and the scimitars. I'll unlock the chains from the old man. Is he still unconscious? Let's see if... Can I check him over to see if he's unconscious due to being wounded, or if he's just like old?
Exhausted.
So
Yeah,
he's
go
just
ahead.
like...
Go ahead and make a medicine check.
Okay.
Probably you should do this. I have -1 in medicine. I have -1 to a lot of things.
Sorry, 14.
So, as you look him over, you can see he's pretty bruised and beaten up. You can see just because his wrists are fairly thin, that he has like sores around his wrists, indicating he's probably been here for a little bit. But as you check him over, you do notice there is like subtle breathing. You check his pulse. He seems to be stable, though malnourished, exhausted, such things that accompany being chained up.
Okay.
You do see some slightly festering wounds, what looks to be anything from like miscellaneous like scratches and slices in his flesh. You also see like these just large, like gross, like the green and purple like bruises, just various places around his body. None of them appear to be in vital areas.
What if only we had a person on our team whose touch can literally heal disease?
If only.
If only that was a thing that somebody could do. No, I'll look.
If only we weren't in the middle of a UNT dungeon.
Heal him. No, I will. So we don't hear anything else coming. I'll unlock the chains. I'll attempt to manually wake the old guy up. You know, water on the face, not poison on the face.
Yeah. Make sure that you know which water skin is which.
Yeah, a few slaps here on the cheek.
Don't remind him.
No,
You
I
go
don't remember that.
You go to plot what water skin, and Artur just goes, "Which one is that? Oh shit!"
One way to find out. Just do like a Princess Bride type of. This water skin is plain water. This water skin is poison. Inconceivable. I'm gonna slap the old guy trying to wake him up.
Okay.
Pours UNT venom all over him.
So it takes a minute, and he slowly comes to, and he looks a bit startled at your presence. And he kind of backs up.
Clap my hand over his mouth.
Quiet, please.
And he's
I'm gonna
just
listen out.
shivering.
Does it-
He like his flesh is very cold, right? He's like on the stone, kind of damp floor. Just the warmth of this now, like giant puddle of blood that has crested over his way. So like kind of a little bit of his abdomen and stuff are just like dunked and drenched in this puddle. And he kind of like slips a little bit trying to like get up, but he appears to be very weak. He can't really get up, and
My hand's still over his mouth. I'm gonna kind of drag him and prop him against the wall. I'm going to let your mouth go. I need you to be quiet, okay? As I like nod towards the dead UNT.
I believe we're relatively safe right now. We've dispatched a few. And I get up and I kind of put my ear to the wall. I'm just going to listen for any signs of footsteps or voices in the general area, because I don't really remember where these guys are, and I doubt Artur does either.
Okay,
Be
go ahead and
specific. Don't say footsteps.
Ah,
Precisely,
slithers.
no.
You know,
Hey, that's not bad.
Mysteriously, there are no footsteps. Um,
Is there any rattling?
you
Hardcore is not bright, alright?
you don't hear
No,
any
so-
footsteps.
So, I'll circle back to that just because we're going to the gun.
Yeah,
So you
yeah,
begin.
yeah.
You're putting your ear. You're like looking around. You're like trying. You're keeping lookout.
Right.
So yeah, and this guy, he is shivering cold. He is just butt ass naked, like
Yeah,
just like
it's-
she was, like just.
I'm gonna light up my hand and just kind of, produce flame and then kind of run my hand close to his body, but not on his body, just to kind of, I want to warm up and like in the way, like kind of both hands where, if somebody's cold, you just grab like their arms and rub up and down really fast and vigorously to warm them up, like
Yeah.
just kind of roughly rub their arms and hands and stuff like that. I just kind of do that with produce flame and try to warm them up.
I thought you were gonna say you were like gonna cauterize him. I was gonna say Jesus.
I just
His
grab him and
whole
no.
body.
Yeah,
No,
so he attempts to do that. He's like trying to rub his hands together through like the cuffs and. Are you still?
Yeah.
You still have your like? I assume you took your hand away from his face.
Yeah, no, I uncovered his mouth. I let him know,
Yes.
please be quiet. There's other UNT possibly out there. So, but I'm gonna remove my hand as I try to warm him up. Yeah,
Thank you, stranger.
no problem. But we are here to try to take care of these visitors here. I got the girl out, so no need to worry about her. She's safe. Any relation?
He shakes his head, but
That's fine.
as much of family as any, I suppose. Going through something like this, and he's just like trying to, like you said, he's like trying to rub his skin and like get warm and.
Tragedy does bond. Let's see.
What does he look like again?
He
said
is,
he's old?
He's like an older gentleman, like his I don't know, late 60s, early 70s.
Okay.
He's just got like the horseshoe haircut, and what's left is like just all kind of like gnarled and like mostly kind of Betty White-ish with a little bit of gray in it, and he just has like this long kind of wispy beard that it's more like tendrils that are just kind of hanging from his face.
Yeah, I was just checking to make sure he's not Esville.
So, who are you?
Well,
If we have to.
Oh, Kepler. My bad.
I am the father. No.
Kill him.
Thorn Whip. No, sorry. Yes, who are you?
My name's Preston. Nice to meet you. And he kind of reaches out a shaky hand and.
I'll take it. Still trying to help him warm up. Nice to meet you, Preston. I'm Edmund Almeid. I'm from around this part, sort of. These are my friends here. Makoso, Artur, the two knights who do not have a name. The little one is Felix. We're here to, under the name of the prince, and try to clear these Yuan-Ti out the best that we can.
We're extirpating the stakes, but we also want to get as many people out as possible.
For what?
Well, thank you kindly.
Hmm.
Glad she escaped too.
Can you walk out of here?
He begins to get up and he kind of like slips on the blood, and you hear like a gross kind of like a popping noise,
yeah.
and he like
Oh, wait, he falls?
yeah. He
Old
kind
man
of
falls.
and you hear like the sickly kind of popping noise as he like twists his leg, and
Oh, God. None of us can, like, catch him if he tries to fall?
I'm still right there. I think I'll be able to.
yeah, enough that it's not like it's not like you like snapped his leg off, but like his like he was pretty like wobbly and weak, and as he tried to
My
stand
leg!
up, he essentially slipped on this giant puddle of blood that's made the floor.
Do the Yuan-Ti bleed like just regular red blood?
Yes. Yep. So it's red. It's actually I mean blood, so it's
Yeah.
like a
It looked
dark
like blood.
It's very, very dark. It's like if there's, I'm trying to think who even has light. So the only reason you can see it is because of the produce flame. But it's not quite black, but it's a very, very, very like dark, rich red color.
Supernatural style.
And it's, as you touch it, it seems to be like a little like it's a little bit of a different consistency. Like it's
More like an ichor than a blood.
yeah,
Cool.
yeah. It's like almost like a syrup, if you will.
Ugh.
Delicious.
Would you be okay? Would you be okay staying in this room while we went further ahead? Asked the old guy.
He looks at you and yeah. Wait, so is it safe up above?
We
What's safer?
we have killed the
Some of the guards.
some of the guards patrolling towards this area. 2 of the shaman have left. So, plus this door here was locked shut until I opened it, so no one's going to come through the door. Only that hole right there that we are going down.
What if you don't come back?
Frankly, if we do not come back, you're dead anyway.
He kind of solemnly nods. And, do you have any food?
Yes,
Clothes,
of course.
Please.
Does anybody? I gave the girl my clothes. Anybody else have any clothes? Spare clothes.
None that I'm not wearing. I don't think.
I don't think any like that I'm carrying. I probably left the Oh no! Wait, I have fancy clothes.
You do that. You're literally wearing because you don't have another set of clothes.
Wait, they didn't give me like traveling clothes? What the hell?
No.
Can we say we just took a couple extra pair of traveling clothes? I didn't give.
Oh
the
yeah,
girl-
I would.
the girl, like,
I
the
wouldn't
traveling
be
clothes.
traveling. I would
Yeah,
not
yeah,
be
yeah.
traveling with like in fineries under my armor.
All right then. Well, I would assume fine that they would give you clothes, like you have the clothes that are on your person.
Yeah, I want to give him the finery.
Maybe 1 or 2 extra pair of traveling clothes.
Fine, sure. Yes.
Yeah.
So you guys collectively whip out and try and give him various articles of clothing to you Frankenstein, something that kind of fits him well enough, and he like kind of like tries to smear some of the blood that he has on him, and like gets off to the side, and like this whole room is pretty much covered in blood. So
Maybe alright.
he
It won't
kinda-
be on the thing.
I did kind of chop a UNT in half a little bit.
yeah, so he finds a corner of the room, and it's like, all right, kind of finds a place to nestle in the corner, and he kind of like puts the arms inside the shirt, and he's like still rubbing himself, and he's like looking at you, and kind of nods.
And if anybody wants, I'll give him a ration, and somebody else give him some water.
Yeah, I leave him a water skin, although I only have one, so
Yeah.
technically.
Okay.
We're about to go in some water. We'll be okay.
Jeez.
I don't know if that's how it works, but yeah, sure.
But take some drinks while you're down there. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I mean, he can just down it now. You don't have to. He doesn't have to keep it.
That's true. I let him drink from my water skin, and I keep my water skin.
Yeah,
So-
he kind of greedily gulps, and kind of with like he dips like the ration in it, and he's just like mowing. He's like
So-
ravenous.
So, Mikosa, what do you think? How do we move forward? How do we move forward from here? Can run their mouth tongue there.
Forward. I think we need to take this man out, or he's dead.
I mean, as far as we can tell, we killed the people who would be going around in here.
So run back in, or?
We left the patrols outside.
Mm-hmm.
I assume they'll come inside eventually.
What do we want to take?
Hmm. What it is there's like a puddle, not a puddle, like a hole in the floor that is like an underwater tunnel, right?
Essentially, so if you can imagine this room, it looks like a rectangle, right? So you burst in from, if you imagine you take that rectangle and you lay it down hamburger style, right? In the bottom left corner of that room is where you came in. That's the doorway. If you go all the way to the right of that room, there's a small passageway, but it's almost like that passageway like snapped off and goes down almost like a slide into a puddle of water, like murky water that just goes down into blackness. That's where the Yuan-Ti emerged. And on like the side walls there's like one side there's a table with various cutleries and bloody tools, and the other side there are 4 sets of manacles that are chained in various ways to the wall.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about you lot, but I don't think I could hold my breath as long as these snakes. I don't
certainly
trust that.
not.
I don't trust that tunnel.
Let's see. I can hold my breath for 3 minutes.
It's 1 minute plus Constitution modifier of minutes, right?
Yeah.
So like I can hold my breath for 4 minutes.
So we don't know how far. If I could take a rest, I can get spells to help us with moving in water. But that will require...
If we can go around this outside like base here and kill any Yuan-Ti that are on the surface, not worrying about the tunnel,
Exactly.
it might be somewhat safe up here to just leave and go and take a rest and get the people out, and then come down here after we take a rest. But we want to get rid of the Yuan-Ti and get this man out. The Yuan-Ti that are on the surface specifically.
Yeah. The 3 that were circling.
Yeah. So we want to kill them first. Alright, I mean we can do that. How do we want to do it? Do we want to pull them inside the place one by one? Do we want to sneak around the building and take them out one by one?
I mean, they're the only ones we've seen. So maybe if we make a little bit of noise, we can draw them inside and have an actual fight.
As they walk around, when they come to the opening, I can pull them in.
Mm-hmm.
And when I pull them in, somebody wants to grab them, we can drag them in further, kill them one by one like that. As an idea.
Clarifying with Dylan, you said it was 3 or 3 patrols, which would be 6.
3 individuals were outside.
Okay, just clarifying.
And we have not killed any of them yet, yeah?
Right.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay, you are looking out based off your perception roll. You're like, oh, what's going on? You happen to notice like a slight shifting behind, and you see like this large snake kind of like curl or wrap around the corner ever so slightly. Just rest by the doorway. After a few moments,
Like
it begins...
an actual snake?
An actual snake, not a Yuan-Ti. After a few moments, it begins to curl around and slowly make its way, like it turns away from you.
Did it make eye contact with me?
No.
As far as I can tell, it hasn't seen me.
As you kind of like peered, because you noticed the like shifting sounds.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the snake was just kind of in the hallway, and then it began shifting like away from you.
Artur just kind of nods grimly and looks back to the group. Probably.
I'm just
I'll
letting
talk
you
to
know
them.
that you
Yeah.
noticed now.
Oh, never mind.
All right.
So, as we're having this conversation, Artur just kind of looks back to Edmund with kind of a grim look on his face after looking out into the hall and just goes, don't be alarmed, but there was a literal snake out there. Like an animal.
Out
Just
where?
slithering around. It didn't see me, it was in the hall. It didn't see me as far as I can tell, but there's a snake out there patrolling for some reason.
May have to kill the snakes. I don't
I
think...
thought that was the plan all along.
But like a literal snake, like a...
Yes. I don't think they can control them, but they can talk to them.
Which, if they sense one in here, they might be suspicious. Somebody outside might have sent it in to look around.
Is it the snake still out there? Or did it like come, look, and then leave?
I don't know if Artur would know that much. I don't know if it's left.
Oh, hold on. Hold on.
Dylan? Did I see it, like, actually leave the area?
Yeah, like I said, you heard the noise, you noticed it. When you're kind of like slowly peeked around, you saw the snake, and then you heard it as it slowly began shifting away from you.
Okay. So I know that it's moving away from us, but I'm not necessarily sure it's gone outside or anything.
Regardless, we should move fast.
Fast, but
We're wasting our time.
certain. Fast, but certain. Careful. And I kind of get up, heft my great axe that's covered in UNT back up onto my back. So we're taking the man with us if we're... No? Not yet, right? We want to give her to the people outside first.
Makoso reaches down and grabs Preston by like his upper arm, like just before the shoulder, and like holds him to his feet, and charges some lay on hands into him as he does so.
And
How much?
he,
Yeah, just 5 points, just like get him ready to go.
Ain't bad.
so you see as some of these wounds and bruises begin to like and like dissipate and like begin to fill in with fleshy matter as your healing
That's fine.
accelerates. Accelerates the healing process.
You might need to run. Be ready.
Okay.
And, be quiet. Swift but light of foot.
I'll try.
And I kind of go over and I kind of peek around the corner, like preparing to leave again, just taking a quick look around.
What do you see? Because you
It's a good
can't
question. What do I see?
You can't
Oh,
see in
God.
the dark.
Oh, no, I can't. Absolutely not.
Yeah, so you kind of see like a little bit of a shimmer because I assume he still has his like his hand alight enough to give this room light. So it kind of like bounces off down the hallway just a few feet. So all you see is a few feet of hallway and then just blackness.
Artur just kind of looks back and it's like, it's dark out there. Can't see much.
With us, right?
Yes.
Does he have the light cantrip?
I don't think so. Artur had light.
Hold on. So it can be. I'm not controlling Felix because I don't like to control people's characters. So There, now everybody can see his stuff.
Nope, don't have light.
Nope, you don't.
Puke.
Gross. He can see, but that's about it.
He has like half the hit points I have.
So he responds with, "No, I do not have the light cantrip."
Well,
Except for you
I
got
wouldn't. I wouldn't have asked because,
Yeah, you
I
wouldn't
don't
know
know,
what the light
like-
cantrip is.
yeah, I'm not really super familiar with that nonsense. But yeah, I was asking like for me. Oh man, when I lost all my stuff, I lost my torches and I didn't ask for them. Super.
I just kind of look around and I just go, "Do we want light? Though it will make us easier to see." And torches make noise.
If they're here to see, they can see in the dark.
That's true.
I'd rather be able to see and be on an even field.
I'd light a torch.
To be fair, guys, torches don't really work underwater. As Felix.
We're not going underwater.
Not yet, at least.
We need to deal with whatever's out there.
And I just kind of
As
look
you
at the
said,
torch, and
swift.
I'm just like, anybody might be better to hold this than me. I tend to use two hands for my weapons. I look around at Edmund. Perhaps? No? Okay, he's dead.
Edmund's hand is literally on fire as he gestures, and
Well, why don't we just use that then? and I put the torch out. Fuck it, we'll use Edmund's produced flame
all right.
as a torch.
So
Then we need to move as a group. Now.
Yes. Okay.
all right.
Probably Artur and Makoso near the front.
Yeah. Yeah.
Edmund in
there's
the
like
middle, Felix in the back, with the old
Yeah.
man.
You guys can tell like Makosa was getting like testy.
hmm
Okay. So you begin making your way back where you came from down the hall. So there is from right left. So there's a right and then a left, two like narrow segments of hallway, and then there's a longer strip of hallway, and you see there are various like corridors that go down a little ways, like a few feet, or some are like just more than a few feet, and they're just like crumpled in. Like this was at one time a larger thing, but not anymore. And as the shadows dance across, you can see there are some like coils and piles of snakes at the ends of these hallways, kind of just in this large writhing cluster. Just kind of doing their own thing, now that you're kind of on the lookout for snakes. And as you come into the large room, which was after you descended the spiral staircase, you see about, I don't know, maybe a third of the way into the room is what you believe is the same snake that you saw before, Artur. Kind of like slowly slithering.
As we kind of slowly and silently approach, Artur just kind of looks to someone nearby and just goes, "I think it's the one that I saw before. Similar pattern."
How close do you get to the snake?
Not very close at all.
Oh, well, you said as you approach, so I'm like,
Well, yeah,
how approachy is approach?
I don't really know how far we are anyway, like, from it, in general. I don't know. But, I mean, I'm assuming it's where we're headed, the direction where we're headed. Right?
That's
It's
up
so
to you.
hard being, like, one of the only people talking.
It depends what direction you're headed, because I don't know what direction you're headed.
I don't know what directions there are. I don't know what the options are. You're gonna need to describe like the halls to me again. Then, if you said different directions we could go, and I don't know.
Okay, so
The way we came or not the way we came?
pretty much.
Probably the way we came from.
He explained to you, Edmund did, that like he brought you down here. He didn't really explain much, and then when you got down here, he explained that there was this hallway that you're coming from, where he found the prisoner, where there was a tunnel leading below. There is another like small hallway that goes immediately into a room full of refuse. And then there is another hall that looks very similar to the one where the prisoners are, where it's like kind of snapped off, and there's like a water tunnel down there. And then, of course, there's the spiral staircase in this room where you came from.
Probably going back up the staircase, because we're going back up to kind of the surface level to get rid of the guards out there. We essentially want to dispose of the guards we've seen, and then make our way potentially out to rest before coming back in.
And drop the guy off.
Yeah, and drop the guy off somewhere safe.
Okay. 10-4. So, go ahead and, yeah, let's make stealth rolls here as your attempt, as you begin making your way back the way you came through the roads.
Edmund, are you there? Do you have pass about trace goodness? I don't think that is a no. Hey!
Yeah, no, it's still just, I got the same as this jerk.
Alright. Make sure somebody rolls
No,
for
you rolled a
Felix.
10. No, you rolled a 10. I rolled a 3.
But we have the same result. I got Felix.
So, yeah, somebody roll for... Ooh, yeah. That was for Felix. 5. That's great.
Oh, God.
And
That's
roll
not good.
for the 2 knights as well, just because.
Didn't we send them home?
They came
Oh,
up.
yeah. Oh, we have 2 of them, right?
I need to use the bathroom, guys. I'm sorry. I'll try and be back as fast as
stealth?
possible.
Just Dex.
It's dexterity, yeah. I'll try and be back as soon as possible.
Oh,
But-
my God.
Oh,
I imagine we step outside and it's just a bunch of pots and pans falling over.
So as you begin to make your way up,
Everybody in heavy armor just face plants at the same time.
yeah, you guys are trying to be silent, but it is not. It's not even close. Like, they're trying to be silent, but it's fairly quiet in here, and there's just like a shink, 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 shink. And as you're making your way back up the way you came, you see all these snakes beginning to slowly writhe towards you.
But
Just
like I said,
at-
guys, I gotta use the bathroom real quick. If something happens, Artor's probably
We're
just
fighting.
Artor's probably just gonna put an axe inside something and be done with it.
Cool.
You guys understand what Artor's like. I
Yeah.
need to use the bathroom. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go.
I'll be back.
Okay. So, as they all begin to slowly make their way towards armor, yeah, these. We'll say you're in the main room above the room you were in before. So you get to the up the spiral staircase, and in that main room, you see all these snakes beginning to come out of like these weird cracks and crevices and vines that are kind of just like hanging down as they all begin to converge on you. We're not rolling initiative, but I'm just gonna ask, like, what are you guys doing?
How many are there?
There's quite a few. It's like you open it up and it's almost like you're in a pit of snakes, almost. It's not like you stumbled into it, it's like they're slowly encroaching on into you.
And it's this is blocking the way we came.
This is the way you're going towards the exit,
The end. Yeah,
the entrance. if you
where we originally came from.
Yes. As you're going back towards, because the clacking and the clanging and the loud noises, it's drawing these snakes towards you.
Well, let's just put a fireball in it.
That's fine. Felix going fireball?
I mean, I feel like this is like a group. Aren't we like group running them?
That's fine.
Guys? Oh, well, Wyla's not here, and Rick is sleeping. Rick, wake up. Oh, he said BRB as well.
Yeah, so literally nobody's here. So
Oh, okay.
so what does Jared do?
I will. Jared? Jared cries because he's all alone. But no, I've. Mikoso's like has been like impatient about this whole thing. That's probably part of why, like, he wasn't as stealthy as he should be. So, we don't have time for this. And he's gonna give Felix a tug, clear it, and is going to suggest that he fireball it, because that is our AOE.
Yeah, and he's like, what do you? Yeah. And he mutters these words, and as this whole room begins to light, and in that like explosive flash, you see, this ceiling is covered in fucking vines and like old rotten tapestries and various things that have survived through the ages. And you can see it's like a sea of vines hanging down, and there's just a shitload of snakes intertwined and up in these weird crevices and cracks. But where you hit, all those snakes just like they get singed and get flung like, and you hear like these little as they begin to like rain back down and slap against the wall, creating a huge path. Essentially, you see the stone is kind of like exploded and cratered in where it impacted, and the stone is just black, just scorched. And just this loud reverberating like begins to kind of echo through the halls for a moment.
Preston, wait, is Preston with us?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so...
Because we were kicking him out.
Yes.
Alright. So, like, I assume that cleared it.
Yeah, so that cleared it, so you guys are like, oh shit. You begin to you run and make your way through. You can see more snakes, especially because of the explosion. You can hear those, like these weird, like... as they all begin to, like, kind of rain down from the explosion and being knocked loose. And they are slowly slithering kind of towards your direction again, but it's, like, there's more than enough time for you to move.
Yeah, because we cleared it.
Yeah, they're just coming to kind of fill back, like, what the hell is going on right here?
Yeah,
So,
I assume the party's like, what the hell did you tell him to do?
yeah, they look around,
and...
like, fuck.
We have an opening. Go!
Alright, so you begin making your ways through the, like, going in and out of these different hallways. Edmund's kind of, like, directing you guys just to make sure you remember the right way. And you come out, you see the light of day as you burst out through the entryway, where you see, by the time you get to the entryway, 3 guards, go figure, heard the sounds of a large explosion, beginning to rush towards you, and they notice you, They begin drawing back their bows. One of them begins fumbling, reaches for a large tusk-looking bone at its side. Kind of drops it and is beginning to fumble for it. And we're gonna go ahead and roll initiative. I think maybe we'll just do theater of the moment.
Let's wait until they get back for
Can I
that.
find with? Okay, so you are.
What?
Hey. So are you?
Oh, he's here.
Are you actually back, or are you just trying to phone call and listen at the same time? Yes.
Yes, what?
Yes.
You're nonsense.
Yeah. So can you talk or not?
Okay, I'm gonna be 2 minutes because I think this needs to get resolved. And I feel like this would be a good shot for it.
All right. Yeah. You know what?
Do you
That's
agree?
fine. Yeah, that's fine. You know what? So.
Because everyone's
Get your,
simultaneously playing this boat.
Yeah, get your game faces on. We're gonna come back to it.
Yeah,
So we'll just
unlucky.
take a quick break.
Yeah,
Until
5.
everybody's back.
Take 5.
Yeah, we'll wait till everybody's back, and then we'll go again.
I'm back. Sorry about that. Hello? Oh. This is an early break. The hell was that?
What?
Hi.
I said, oof.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah. You
My
okay, bud?
yeah, no, my aunt stopped, just dropped by my house, and she was talking to me, and so I
You
couldn't
told her, go away.
Go away, I'm playing D&D.
I mean, essentially, yes, that's what I did. So, so she just left.
Go away, Brighton.
No, yeah, no, she just stopped by to check up on me. It's like, no, I'm good, just playing a game. It's like, oh, how do you play this? What's this about? Look, it took me 5 years to learn it, so I can't explain it to you. in
5 years to learn to play D&D?
in now. Yes, because I don't read the rule books, so I had to learn everything.
I don't either. I basically watched other people play, and I'm like, hey, I can play this.
Essentially,
Am I the only one that reads books?
Yes.
when it comes to
Well,
D,
no,
if it comes to
actually,
D&D, then probably, yeah.
I love books.
Yeah.
But I don't read D&D books.
Everything I've learned word of mouth or game.
I love reading rule books.
Ugh.
Well, the thing is, I don't own a single D&D book. I just look everything up online.
I own all of them.
Jeez.
I'm poor.
I just don't read them.
Why? Why? It's such a waste of money.
If only you knew.
Having the physical books, like, there's something to it.
If only you
I
knew.
like the convenience of the PDF, though.
Yeah. I mean, I don't read any of them, so.
So, in case you guys missed it,
Oh no, I heard it all.
okay.
But
I
Wyler-
have
Wyler
no
didn't,
idea.
but I heard it
what
all.
happened
Yeah.
after I left.
So, the
You
room
make
was
shit a
filled
fucking
with snakes.
fireball.
Yeah, and
How
I'm
many
like,
snakes was it, by the way?
filled.
A lot.
He said it was filled with snakes, and also like the ceiling was covered in snakes as well. So
Nice.
even like, so here's the thing: because of the way 5e works with like bounded accuracy, if you have enough just things, even if they're really weak, they'll still kill the fuck out of you.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is that he's not doing like individual hundreds and hundreds of snakes. He's probably doing swarms of snakes, where there'll be multiple swarms, and they are essentially multiple creatures. When they hit, the damage of like each individual creature adds up into one attack, and as they
Yeah.
lose health, their damage gets lower.
Yeah, it's like if above half health, it does like 4d4. If below half health, 2d4.
Yeah,
But yeah, it was.
which he's used swarms of snakes before. So, also, Rick,
Rick?
can you not breathe directly
Mouth
into your
breather.
fucking microphone? Because like it sounds like you're eating your microphone.
This feels vaguely intimate.
Vaguely. I want you inside my breath.
Yikes.
Well,
want
it's the wrong time to come back.
That's what she. That's what she said.
Exactly
Oh,
the right time. You get to hear Rick breathing
Now
into our ears.
not everybody but Dylan is not here right now.
Yeah, Dylan, get your shit together.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to join you guys as soon as I can. I'm just finishing some stuff up.
Doing
Oh,
what?
you're.
You're okay. All right, okay.
Yeah.
You're a new player that we have already, because Dylan works
I
so
am.
fast.
Nice.
Oh.
You look
Nice.
like a swashbuckler.
A rogue.
If you're a swashbuckler
yeah, but-
rogue, then okay. Are you a rogue or are you a swashbuckler rogue?
Rogue.
So
God
I was
damn it.
right. How come when I said you look like a swashbuckler, you're like, I'm not a swashbuckler, I'm a rogue.
All right, now I
He's
have
the
to
rogue
kill.
archetype.
Now I have to kill Artur as soon as possible, so that we could have
Why?
2 swashbuckler rogues.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
What this is? Yeah, it sounds great. I love it.
No, I said
Vernon-
terrible.
Vernon can finally have a friend.
So he literally said the opposite of what he just said. We don't need 2 rogues.
Wait, friggin' Felix could have talked to snakes this whole time?
Yeah, me and him.
Wait, how come we're not just talking to these snakes?
I don't want to.
Hey, snakes. We're your friends. You should probably stop attacking us.
It's kind of more fun this way.
Look at Felix. He's had his personality traits, ideals, bonds, or flaws filled in. This animal.
I don't trust.
I don't fill mine in either.
I don't trust
What?
talking to animals. Really?
Yeah, you can't
Gotta fill
trust
in.
animals, to be honest.
I don't trust talking to them, like, because they're animals are finicky. They don't really understand you. You may get some good information out of them, but 9 times out of 10,
Felix is
it's
200 years
you're
old.
gonna-
Jesus.
you're gonna waste a spell.
He's a gnome.
Yeah, gnomes live to be like what 400, something like that.
I thought they lived in the like
500.
200s.
I think they live to. I think they live to like 450. They don't. They live half.
He's
as
3
long as-
foot 1. Jeez, he's short.
He's small.
But like, not. That's really short.
Medium? Okay, characters in most races are medium, a size category including creatures that are roughly 4 to 8 feet tall. Members of a few races are small, between 2 and 4 feet tall.
So he's mid height.
Yeah, he's mid height for small.
Also, look at him not capitalizing. Or no, wait. I swear 10 wasn't capitalized for a second. Small's not
Small's not.
capitalized.
Are you guys looking at his sheet?
Yeah.
Oh, it is open. Oh, that's how he looks. I didn't know that.
That's only been his token the whole time.
Yeah.
I don't look at you guys as tokens. I don't know. Actually, I don't know what any of you look like. Let me do that.
Rick,
Can you
are you
look
like,
at the
are-
map?
Rick, are you literally blind?
Me? I'm not
Oh my God.
blind. I just don't. I don't care to do extra stuff. So I'd never
like
looked at-
seeing
Yep. Nope. I never looked at
extra
any.
stuff,
you
like
guys like
seeing. See, like what? The giant token in the middle of the screen.
Yep. Nope. I don't look at anybody. So
Yeah, the giant spinning token.
So I now
Yeah.
see what Artur looks like. I now see what
I like
Makosa
it.
looks like. Surrounded by a bunch of white guys. Cool.
Artor is mostly
Uh,
close to what he looks like.
That's actually some bad lighting on that picture.
see what Felix
like-
looks like. What is
He's actually a little darker than that.
Jasmine Kerr? All right,
I
nice.
promise it's just the lighting.
Another African American female to join us. Bada boom.
Artor's hair is darker,
I
but
thought it was appropriate.
other than that,
Say again, Marcus.
I thought it would be appropriate.
Yeah, of course.
What would?
Got to even it out. Her character.
Yeah.
but seriously though, now I need to bring in Vernon eventually, so that we have 2 swashbucklers.
You need to. You don't,
Yeah,
you don't have to.
I mean I
I'll
already
die
planned.
in a swashbuckler.
You don't have to.
We're just all swashbucklers after this.
How about this guy?
Nah, I prefer assassins. What guy?
Dylan's gonna come back and he's like, "What are you fucking you doing?"
Who's calling?
Attack of the Giant Knight!
Oh shit. Conference call.
That's next
Bang.
bot.
Are you back?
No.
Rick, I called you Nick. I'm sorry.
Gross.
Never mind.
Don't you dare!
Disrespect me in that way.
I don't know who that's worse of an offense to, you or Nick.
Definitely.
Probably
me.
both. Yeah.
Who's moving my token?
You're moving everyone's token.
Oh no.
Sorry about that, Dylan. My aunt had stopped over to check up on me. And she was talking to me, and I couldn't talk to you and her at the same time. And family first, so. But
Well, screw her!
she's gone now,
Ew.
so
How dare you!
it's kind of gross, but you know.
Thank you to what?
Auntie.
Anyway,
So yeah,
Alright.
I blew up the friggin' snakes. I hope you guys are happy.
but
Make
he
sure you
didn't-
mark off a spell slot for Felix.
Oh
No.
wait, did he fireball or something?
Okay, I'm back.
I'm confused.
Yeah. He cast Fireball and a shitload of snakes.
And then Yuan Ti, and then one dropped his horn. I vine whipped it towards me.
Wait, you just casted fireball at level 9?
Is that not a thing he can do?
No.
Wow, shittiest roll ever, too.
That's really bad.
I marked it off.
Alright.
Oh my god, that's like
So-
pretty bad.
Yeah, so they begin fumbling around here for the horn. The one guy does.
How far are they?
Approximately some feet away. Oh, why'd you delete all the oh, you still have them. Good.
What?
Are we on another screen?
Are we?
No.
No. What's that? I don't know. I can't tell.
What happened to
He
the
doesn't
night?
have a map.
I
What
was gonna
night?
do- I was gonna do theater. You had the fucking night token. I was gonna do the things and
Yeah,
stuff.
it's over.
There.
Of course, I have to put him in the very corner of the map where my character sheet is.
Oh, he's really close. Damn.
Beam bomb.
Tiny Artor. Which is
That
funny
sounds like
'cause-
the name of like a Pokemon, like Artur.
Oh god.
Like oh shit, fuck yeah.
Oh, that's kind of cute.
Don't.
you know, this is kind of the opposite of how it really is.
Encourages nonsense.
I'm
Okay.
usually around. I listen. I know how it is.
I'm now a UNT, by the way.
Gross. So at least
Alright,
get my
so-
vine whip on the horn off.
All right. Do you at least get no? This is initiative. They know you're coming. They heard a giant explosion. If you had surprised them, I would, potentially let
Well,
you
you
go
said
first.
theater of the mind, so I thought we were.
I know. All right. So, that's what I'm saying.
Hey, are we?
So,
Mhm.
roll, you Edmund, roll a D3. That'll determine which one is the one with the horn.
You roll a D3.
Fine, I will.
No, I'm doing it.
It's too late. No. You
No.
Do it. Do it.
Me.
Roll a D3. /R1D3.
Yeah, this is how you roll.
Oh, dude, you rolled the magic number. Okay, so the one with the horn is the one that goes after you, right after you.
I thought you were gonna say something mean, like all three of them have the horn.
Not that big.
They all have horns.
Snakes don't have horns.
Horn? Snake?
Maybe some of them do. You don't know that.
All right, so, two of them are going to begin firing. I'm guessing it's like Makoso, Artur, Edmund in the front, and then two
Yeah.
knights or something. Yeah,
Probably.
anyway, so,
Yay.
Oh, yeah.
they're going to see Makoso and be like, "That guy's armored as fuck," and they're going to attack Artur because they're like, "He's
Yes.
big and he's unarmored." So,
I'm a foot taller than Makoso, and I'm not wearing armor, but I have
Yeah,
similar
yeah.
AC.
so they're like, yeah, not the armored guy," and they fire off these.
Okay. Doesn't hit. Does hit. 6 damage. Does hit. 4 damage. So 10. Doesn't hit. I take 10 damage. Nice.
All right, and then seeing you
Ow.
emerge, they are going to begin. They're going to run diagonally away from you. They're 30 feet of movement. So they're approximately now. Let's see if they're running toward. They're approximately 60 feet away. You know, as they're rushing towards. And when they saw you, they fired and began like backing back up. Okay, Makoso.
Alright, so then one's close enough for me to reach.
Yeah, so the guy that is kind of stumbling and bumbling around, he's like attempting to grab this thing. That's the one that hasn't gone yet.
Alright, yeah, because gonna close the distance on that one. And brandish his warhammer. And actually
Brandish
Yeah,
is a nice word.
yeah, I like brandishing. So yeah, we'll also close the dist on that one. And simply calls out, "You'd be wise to give up now."
You use that a lot.
Every chance I get.
Yeah, literally every chance.
Why would I not? It's the best. I love it.
I
1, 2,
know.
30.
Might actually work one day.
One friggin' day.
It has worked.
I was gonna
think.
say, what are you talking about? It's worked many times.
When?
When?
I mean,
like it's worked
after we
2
killed-
times against
after we
bandits
killed
where
a
they
bunch of
didn't
people.
run away, and then it's worked against the UNT. So, like when
Oh,
you
wait,
had the-
did he-
when you first came to Nusha.
Did he say that when he used Conquering Presence? I wasn't looking up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I thought you meant just the words themselves. Never mind.
All right. So 1, 2, 3 in order of throws. Okay. So the first one fails and the other 2 succeed. Okay.
Alright, that's cool.
Okay. So he is frightened of you.
I don't see them anymore.
Yeah, they're up by the flag because it's much easier to do that for me.
Oh, hey, I see them. So is the one that's frightened the one that I'm on?
No.
Okay.
Do we have a conference call today? Fucking fucks.
Okay, cool. That's it.
All right, Edmund, your go.
Cool. So, visual thing right now. Are we inside the cave, like leading to the entrance, or have we stepped outside?
You
did
stepped
they-
outside, like you're bursting out, and these archers appear to have been like running towards the entryway after hearing this explosion.
Okay, gotcha. Let's see. About how far away are they?
One's 30, two are 60.
And the one with the horn, how far away is he?
30.
He's the one that's 30. Okay. So, is the horn on the ground, or does he have it in his hand?
Yeah, no, it's on the ground. He's like fumbling for it.
All right, yeah. Then I am gonna thorn whip it towards me.
All right. So
Oh, it was unattended?
he was trying to like pick it back up. This is all a fluid thing, and just, he hasn't had his turn yet. So go ahead. I'm just gonna say the AC for it is like 12. So yeah, you more than attack it. So it like he just barely is about to get his hand on it as this one vine just comes out of the ground and just and it drags it back. And it like bounces towards you.
I want to like be moving forward as I do it to come up and when it whips back, just like catch it before it hits the ground.
Yep.
Ah, good. Needed to keep one of these intact as I'll tuck it.
Accidentally blows into it somehow.
Yeah, you see some leather strapping. Appears to be, of course, a small war horn. Actually appears to be made out of one of their own fangs.
The horn
That's
itself.
Appears to be a Yuan-Ti fang fashioned into this.
Nice.
That's a big fang.
Nice. Alright, so I took the horn. I'm going to tuck it in my backpack. I did my action. I did my movement. It pulled 10 minutes away out it came close. 10 feet away from the one in the front. And I'm going to bonus action. And I'm going to shift as I begin to spiral in a circle and I come back up as a giant constrictor snake.
cool.
Nice.
And the
I'm
giant
huge
constrictor snake
into-
fit here, yeah? Outside?
Huge, and I'm just leaning over him.
So you're right in front of this guy that was fumbling.
See. Jesus Christ.
That's a fucking giant, very giant constrictor snake. Alright, so, yeah. This guy, he's gonna go ahead and, seeing the literal giant fucking constrictor snake, yeah. What the hell is he gonna do? That's a good question.
He casts mind
Run?
control snakes.
Oh, good luck.
Jumps off the fucking ruin, kills himself.
Yeah, probably not that. So, not attacking the giant constrictor snake, he's probably going to go ahead and constrict and then attempt to bite Makoso, because that is the person next to him.
Yay.
I don't think either of those hit.
Okay.
Nope.
And then, taking an attack of opportunity, 2 attacks of opportunity, I suppose. He is going to dash, like, past you and, like, begin running towards the ruins. Or
I have
slithering,
a,
slithering
I have
towards
a-
the ruins.
I have a question. Why is Felix's initiative always all fucked up?
Because, I don't know, it must be someone with this character she is.
0000001.
Yeah.
He tried to slip past the snake. Past me?
Yes.
Oh, come here, buddy. I got reach on me. Now, I can strike out at him, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna strike out and try to constrict him.
Yep. You and Makoso.
Hello.
You want to get your hit first? I'm assuming he passes by you first.
Aren't we like both on him? You can go first.
I don't know which one moved because we're doing this kind of in our head. So
Yeah,
Is
you-
it-
front of the cave,
this is number 3, right?
Mhm.
This is the one that was fumbling around. You guys are both right next to him.
okay, and he's tried to run past. Yeah,
Can you
Yes.
constrict as an attack of opportunity?
Didn't say I can't.
I believe you can.
I mean, if it's an attack, I don't see why you couldn't. Ooh!
Yeah, that hits.
So,
All right, so as it begins to like slither and try and get out from under, just your massive body begins to curl around and
Harry Potter style.
Me.
Okay.
okay, while simultaneously, kind of like right before that, Makosa just bashes it with his hammer, and it kind of makes him stagger back, and that's when you take that opportunity, you wrap him up. He is now
Yay.
unable to move and trying to get out.
It's amazing how different fighting 3 of these guys feels from the start of the campaign to now.
Felix.
Level up in this bitch.
So, Makoso is running Felix. That's the rule.
Mhm.
And,
Me?
We'll say Artur is going to run the Knights, and Edmund is going to be our rule guy.
Sweet. Let me know what you need.
That sounds like a bad decision.
Yeah, no, I'll allow it.
Why do I have to run Felix?
Because
You need the experience.
Because I said,
All right.
I don't know.
All right. Felix is going to. You know what? That's a thing you can do. He's going to. I don't know how he casts, but however he casts, he's going to frostbite a one of the further Yuan-Ti.
okay, he's 90 feet away right now.
Oh, I thought it was 60.
Oh, you're right. It's 60. They moved. Okay. You are right, actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Do the things and
Frostbite.
click the stuff. Okay.
yeah.
It's con save. Okay. Makes
Yay.
no, he does not make it. So he takes 6.
Con man.
Yeah. Cool. And I don't know if he has any bonus actions. So that's it.
Okay. Knights.
Alright, as somebody who's so confused about the whole situation right now and not having very many visual aids, how far are the Knights from these people?
For
From these
fuck's
snake men?
sake.
30 and 60.
30 and 60. 30 and
30
60.
and...
30 and 60.
Okay. So...
Can we get to
Every
the 31?
Every person.
The,
He's wrapped up in a snake. Can we
The-
actually reach him?
that's a good question. Can
Yes.
we attack? Okay.
Yes.
The Knight is going to approach the one that's 30 feet away, wrapped up in Edmund, and attack him. Which I need to get the Knight's character sheet out.
Alright.
He has 2 attacks, yeah? Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so
Is that 2?
the
Nope.
the first
Okay.
one, I'm going to say because he's being constricted by the snake, that the giant constrictor snake, the constrictor snake takes that 8 damage. So
What's a
just
constrictor snake?
as you're trying to hit in the gaps where it's constricted to get him, that's just what that nat 1 represents.
Mhm.
And then the other one, you try and do it again, but you can't quite find purchase, so he kind of has to do a pull back at the last second kind of thing.
Be salty if I didn't have 60 hit points.
I'll roll a d100 to see if he instantly explodes.
Yay.
All right, there are 2 knights, so
Oh,
they may
okay.
both.
So they're on the same initiative? Wait. They're on the same initiative?
That is a good question. Are there actually 2? Oh, we didn't make 2 tokens. Yeah, that's fine. We're both on the same
Just put him on the
initiative.
same.
Yep, they're the same.
Okay. Well, is the other Knight the same distance away from the man and the snake?
Yes. Yep.
I'm gonna the other knight is gonna run forwards and do the same thing. Slightly better than
Alright.
his friend.
So, yeah, the first one definitely hits. So you find purchase. Alright, you see blood beginning to slowly seep over the rounded edge of the giant constrictor snake. And, yeah. Okay,
Alright.
so that's the night. So, Artua.
So Artur is how far away from the further one? 60 feet? Yeah. Okay, 60 feet. So Artur is just gonna kind of look towards them, look at the situation, look at them kind of ambushing us here, basically, and his eyes kind of light up in a furious rage. His warhammers light up in golden lightning, and his eyes in blue lightning. And I'm going to rage, and I'm going to take the dash action to essentially just run towards them and get in the closer one's face. Not the 30 feet one, the 60 feet. But,
Okay.
like, whichever of the two is closer, I'm just going to get in their face and prepare to attack next turn.
Okay.
Just close in the distance, which if I dash, I have 80 feet movement, so I get right there. And that's all.
Alright, sounds good. So they're both fairly close to each other. Like the two that are further away. Yeah. Yeah, fuck it. So this first one is going to begin running back in the direction of like Nusha. And
Mhm.
turns and like runs 30 feet and then takes these arrow shots at probably
I mean, I'm running at them, so probably me.
you know what it's going to do? It is going to use hold on at will ability here, 'cause this is the only one time they've really been able to use it. It's going to go ahead and cast Suggestion on you. Spell save DC 13.
What save? Wisdom, charisma, something?
Was
Yeah, it doesn't say it in the
Yeah.
Okay, so it doesn't matter. As it like turns to you, kind of locks eyes with you in your kind of like seething rage, and you should surrender, and we will let you live below.
Artur just kind of furrows his brows in confusion. He's like, I don't understand you. Your accent's thick.
jeez.
And he just, you see like his jaw almost unhinge as he and he begins run. That's when he runs back his 30 feet.
Not far enough. Alright.
Is that an AOE? I mean AO.
No, it's just a single target suggestion. Alright, this one is going to go ahead. This is the one that you got in their face. He's going to go ahead and constrict and bite you.
Nice.
As his friend hopefully gets away. Alright.
Alright, neither of those hit.
Yeah, rolling like poop, so he just begins to try and like get around you, and you just begin like poof, poof, like you're like knocking him off and parrying any blows or any ways he's trying to find purchase.
Just a whirling dervish of axes. Essentially.
Okay, Makoso.
Whew. All right. I think that the giant constrictor snake has this one in hand.
Yeah.
The one that was
I'm gonna
feared,
fuck him up. So you get to go.
did he sit? Did you roll to see if he stops being feared? And is that the one that's like running towards Nusha?
Yes, that is the one that's running towards Nusha, and okay, he makes it.
Okay. So I would like to move and dash to close the gap on that one.
That's
Because
far.
he's-
Yeah, because 60, so you
30-60.
Mhm.
so just enough to you like get up close to it. Okay.
And I assume like I get there and like as he's trying to run, I slam my warhammer down in front of him.
Yeah, as he kind of
Stay a while.
he like recoils back at the last second, so you don't actually hit him, and he just like looks to you.
But yeah, it's not an attack; it's flavor.
Right. I know. All right.
Cool.
Edmond.
All right.
Fucking crush this guy.
Crush.
Can I reconstrict?
I don't see why you couldn't.
Yes. You can use the constricted attack again. Correct.
Nice. Kill.
And that's what constrictor snakes do. They wrap up and they just keep crushing.
Oh, good to know. All right. So let's see if that's what I'm gonna do then.
Just keep squeezing until it stops moving.
All right.
Oh,
There
Oh,
you go,
the
11
buddy.
damage.
So 11. Yeah, you can see this guy is not looking super great.
It's actually a crit because the thing is restrained.
Hey,
That
hey,
might be
rules
true.
guy.
Oh wait, yeah. Oh wait, sorry. Yeah, he's restrained. So I literally just read it as he said it. The creature is restrained. I literally just read it as he said it. So yeah.
So he might be dead.
That's 20.
Okay. No, not dead. But
Oh,
But yeah, no, I literally, as soon as you said it, I read creatures restrained. This motherfucker. Jared's
Yeah.
better at the rules stuff.
It's literally my job.
well, I mean, it's not right now, but you're better at than Rick is. So
Yeah, because he was just gonna have 11. Okay. So there's that, and can I do anything as a bonus action?
as a snake,
And-
I don't think so.
I can, but it's nothing that I need to do right now. So,
But you could like drop beast form if you wanted.
no, that'd be ridiculous. I can heal, but I don't need to.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my turn. Also,
In the
my attacks count as magical.
in the cosmic scheme of things, where is this particular Yuan-Ti? I'm losing track of things so hard.
all right. So, wow, one on both of the damages too. Nice. That's good. I'm glad that they're rolling poorly. You guys need it. So
do you try to
you
stab?
take 8 damage. Giant constrictor.
Okay, so
snake,
he's the one inside
as
the
he's
snake.
just kind of like trying to like gouge his way out.
Oh, the snake. Oh, 8.
Yeah,
Oh,
as
come
you
on.
feel the satisfying kind of like crackling and popping noises coming from your victim, those snake instincts are beginning to, kind of creep in a little bit. You have like a sweet satisfaction that you can't quite place at the back of your mind.
Crash it.
Right, Felix.
Jared.
Ooh, wait,
Yeah.
the one that ran away was
Uh-huh.
only
He
he was less
away from
distance
the
because
Koso.
he was frostbited, right? So his speed was lower. So yeah, he's just a little less.
This guy that was in your face is the one that got frostbite.
Yeah, that's the one that ran.
The one that was feared ran away.
Yeah, and Makoso is in that one's face.
He was
Yeah.
slowed, so that's why he he stayed there and attempted to constrict him by Makoso.
No, he that was the one who tried to restrict and bite me. Because I ran up to them.
Yeah. Yes, the one that on our tour. Yes, that didn't move. That
Oh, that was the
was the
slow
one that was slowed.
Puke.
Yes. Yeah, he didn't want to move because he's like, I'm slowed. Like he knows that he's slowed, so he's just gonna stay there. And
All right.
And that one is
Okay,
still
Felix.
from Felix, I think.
Yeah. Okay. In this case, Felix is going to cast. Oh, he doesn't have anything. Friggin'.
Firebolt.
Ooh, no. Felix is gonna go up Oh, he wouldn't walk up because he's a coward, right?
I wouldn't say
Yeah.
that.
Cautious.
You wouldn't?
Not coward,
No.
cautious.
Makoso might call him a coward, but he's not a coward.
Yeah, I would. Okay, he's gonna walk up 30 feet, and he's going to,
He doesn't have 30
he's
feet of movement.
Artur.
He doesn't have.
Oh, he's
to-
freaking tiny!
He's tiny.
Yeah.
Just barely out of range.
So he's like 5 feet out of range.
Yeah,
Yep.
buddy.
Oh, stupid
Fireball.
tiny gnomes.
So he's like almost there. He's like, as he's running across.
Just kind of looks down at his little feet and is like, "Damn it!"
Curse my tiny legs! Then he's gonna firebolt the one that Artur is dealing with.
This guy. Okay. That is
Ooh.
absolutely holy shit.
Oh,
That is
jeez.
max damage.
Ooh.
Wow. Yeah. So as like he's like, he begins muttering some words to try and assist his teammate here, and he can't quite make it. Turns those into a firebolt and just poof, as Artur kind of steps out of the way, and it like just right through this thing's like chest.
And if Artur looks back, Felix flashes you a thumbs up. I got you, buddy.
Arthur just kind of looks surprised that the fucking fireball-sized firebolt just flew past his head.
Yeah, and there's a gnome giving you a thumbs.
All right, this knight is gonna
Good night.
fucking stick his greatsword in the dude who's being constricted. And then the other knight is gonna do the same thing, even if he's dead.
All right. So as this thing expires, these two knights begin to just flank inside the gaps of the constrictor snake's constriction,
Sure.
like a fucking magician gone wrong, right?
It's like the box.
All this blood just begins oozing down the great swords, and like as the constrictor snake all of a sudden in like one swift action just clenches, and there's just like this nasty popping and cracking sound, and all movement within the snake stops.
Nice.
Oh, he did?
Oh, he did. Artur.
So the one in front, the one Yuan Ti in front of Arthur just tried to constrict him. He's trying to looks him up, and he stops for a second. He kind of looks him up and down and sizes him up. Now the volley of attacks has stopped, and he kind of brings one of his battle axes around to try and kind of hit him in the side of the torso, like around the rib cage area on a person. I don't know if it hits.
12 is unfortunately not enough. It's just barely as he, and your attack just goes wide.
And I kind of bring it back around, using the momentum to try and hit him on the other side of the neck. That's another 12.
And as
And then-
as this almost unnaturally, like it, and his belly kind of like draws back, and then as you try and go like for the neck that's extended, the neck kind of like bends out because they have this weird kind of like spinal. It's not like a human, right? It's a little more fluid. As both attacks kind of, miss.
Kind of just taking both axes away and looking around, that just kind of spin around, use the momentum to try and use my bonus action attack to get them on the other side.
Right.
That's a hit.
And after that, yeah, that is definitely a hit. Kind of
And Divine
already-
Fury on top of that as the Divine Lightning crackles. So that's 16 damage. Because no rage on the Divine Fury.
So 2 plus 11, right? 13 plus 3, 16. Yes.
Man, I
Alright.
can't believe you're not reckless attacking.
Oh shit! I keep forgetting I can, because I usually have like advantage turned on all the time on my other barbarian. So.
Rules say you can reckless attack. Yeah. What I said it first.
Whatever.
Jeez.
I'll remember next time.
I'm terrible at this.
All right. So this guy, fucking A. He's gonna go ahead and
Run past me, I dare you.
what the hell is he gonna do? You know what? He's going to use his because they have 3. he is going to use suggestion on Makoso as well. Pretty much the same thing. We will
Make
let
it reasonable.
If you let me live, we will let you live.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Alright, let's see. Where'd my character sheet go?
Waste of a suggestion because you don't die.
Here it is. No, I fail.
And with that, there's kind of like a look as your eyes meet his. It's kind of like his eyes have like a brief, like greenish glimmer, and his words begin to sound a little more convincing. As that gaze kind of breaks, he looks back to you again real quick, and then begins running 30 more feet towards Nusha.
I don't take my opportunity attack.
What's the DC on it?
13, sorry.
Question. Are you using your aura of protection?
I don't have it.
What? For level 6.
I'm level 5/1. And I'm basically level 5 right now.
You fucking fuck.
Yeah, it sucks. So yeah, I don't have that. I have that later.
Gotcha. Just checking. See?
Thanks for looking out though.
I'm rules lawyering. I got
You're just making me sad.
Well,
No,
you
that's-
should be.
That's good. Seeing his
Yeah, it's good to be sad.
seeing this companion doing that, he's kind of looks over, sees a giant constrictor snake, sees a very tough-looking child, and a couple of knights, looks over to Artur and attempts to cast suggestion on Artur.
How many times can he do this?
There's multiple people here, and
But it's the same one.
Hey, I fail.
this one's a different one. Yeah, they can use it multiple times.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah.
I can.
Edmund, you better stop these motherfuckers.
Your friend has chosen to spare us. You should do
Are-
the same.
Arthur just kind of looks at him in confusion and is like, has he? He just kind of looks back to Makoso.
And he kind of like, again, you see this like brief glimmer go over the eyes, and he gestures towards Makoso. You see Makoso like kind of standing, like he was
Oh,
in
yeah,
attack
I'll
mode.
answer.
He like stands at attention and lets this other Yuan-Ti like begin fleeing towards Nusha. See,
Yeah, that's fine.
you would be wise to follow your friend. And with that, he is going to also begin running 30 feet away.
That puts him like next to me.
Well, he's gonna run. Yeah, he's gonna run like. We'll say he's not gonna run like directly next to you, but in the same direction that the other one was going.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know how suggestion works. Does Makoso get to make a save on his turn?
Nope.
So yeah, whatever you think, how Makoso would internalize that.
Oh, let's bring it out.
Oh no, I know. Makoso steps up to the other Yuan-Ti and is going to attack him. It was, if you let me go. Because he said let me go. He didn't say you should let me and my friend go. Makoso is totally down to have a survivor run off and spread tales of the vicious of the might of Makoso.
Jared, you're great. I love you.
That's
This
fine.
is 100% what he wants.
Okay.
Like, remember back at the Merc base, he wanted to like, he was like, yeah, let's kill them all and send one back to like cry.
They did it to you. Giving them ideas.
Rubber band on the other claw.
And also, just saying, because he's doing this,
Do what your friend does.
Arthur is pretty fucking confused.
The snake said you should follow your friend's lead.
And then you attack them.
Yeah.
Yeah, saying
So, yeah,
your
I'm gonna-
friend is choosing to let us go. You should follow your friend's lead.
But then the friend attacks them.
The
Yeah.
spell rips
So
R2.
I go over.
I'm so confused.
So I
3d6 psychic damage.
with a huge grin.
So this guy's not even paying
I'm-
attention. He's like just barely brushed past you, thinking that like, you know, everything's in the clear. As you come up and you just crash into it.
Yes.
Ooh. Well, that's actually not great.
And yeah, because I have no damage. I rolled a 1.
So what? 1d8
So
plus 2 plus 2,
yeah,
which is 5.
dueling. Yeah.
Aren't you a Hexblade? Don't you use your Charisma modifier?
Yeah, you'd think that.
Okay.
Me and my patron are on rough terms right now.
Oh. Jeez. That's
Yeah.
really disorienting for a Hexblade
Yup,
Warlock.
it is.
So with that, did you modify it? Because I see.
Yeah,
it's based on strength.
he's using his Strength modifier, not his
Yeah, because
Charisma
it's a
modifier.
1 plus 2 for damage. being
Yeah.
Your strength, and then what's the other plus?
Plus
2?
dueling fighting style.
Oh,
yeah.
dueling fighting style. Okay. So you have 2 one-handed weapons on right now. You and
No,
No.
I have one-handed weapon. Dueling is when you have a
Dueling-
weapon and not
And not another weapon.
dueling works with shield.
What?
Dueling works with
Yes,
shield.
Dylan, you're the person who told me this when I created Vernon, and I was like, I might take the dueling fighting style, but I don't think I can use a weapon and shield with this. And you're like, oh no, you can.
Can you? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, you
If
can.
As
Yup.
long as you don't have
Promise.
a weapon in the other hand, you can.
It specifically states you can't have a weapon in the other hand, but you can have a shield. Or well, it doesn't say you can't have a shield.
Just says you don't have a weapon, essentially. Anything else, as long as it's not a weapon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be free shield or
A whip.
or arcane focus. I think was like what it listed. Anyways, point is, yeah, I smack him.
Okay.
And Makoto like smashes the guy and grins and says, "I'm sure your friend will tell great tales of us."
That's
And-
dark.
Goes to swing the hammer again,
As
but
that one crashes into the muck.
and that'll be my turn.
All right, Edmund. A giant constrictor
How
snake
far-
has like 100-foot movement, right?
No, it does not. Actually, it doesn't have a lot of movement at all.
Yeah.
Very big but slow creature. How far away is the first one? The one that did
Probably
the first
like
There were
30 to
30,
60.
it moved back to 60. That's when Makoso caught it, and it moved back another, so it's 90. You moved up 30 to get the first one, so you're 60 feet away
from the furthest one,
from the furthest one.
60 feet away.
Yes.
Good to know. As I switch, like the snake starts to swirl and then it coalesces into a different shape. A giant, shaggy creature, about the same size as the snake, with these huge antlers on his head. As
A
he-
tiger?
Yeah, that sounds exactly like a tiger. Fucking.
That's our tiger.
As he shifts.
I'm actually curious as to
To a giant elk.
that's a fucking scary-looking giant elk.
That's a tiny elk.
It's a huge creature. I didn't make it small.
I made it small, so
yeah, you
it
made
didn't
it small.
take up the whole.
I like when it takes up that much room.
It's fine. So yeah, turns to a giant elk, and I now have the speed to reach him.
You do.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. As I
60 feet?
Yeah.
That's a fucking
That's
crazy.
that's
It is.
elk and horse speed.
it's why I like the elk totem is for movement
Yeah,
speed,
yeah.
which is great. So I just fucking charge.
That's
I'm not
one
gonna-
of my favorite Bavarian totems.
And I'm gonna charge. which when I use that with my ram attack, it's just an additional 2d6 to the ram attack.
And they have to succeed.
14 straight, DC 14 straight, saving throw. So,
Smash it.
yeah, I'll do the
Smack.
23,
Ooh.
and I'll just do
Nice.
the damage twice.
That's a big hit. Okay. Yeah, because
So
it's
21.
So 21. Ouch. And strength.
Yep.
All right.
There, you makes it.
Able to.
He's got to make a save for the suggestion on.
Oh, he has concentration. Oh.
So it fades.
Which one is he suggesting? Me or Makoso?
That was the one on
That was
Makosa.
one on me.
Okay.
As now this giant monster point creature, One Piece reference, if anybody got it,
Boo.
Boo.
is standing over, breathing down on him.
Have you seen all of One Piece?
Who, me?
Yeah.
For the most part.
I'm on episode
I'm
like
on-
700.
You
I'm more-
friggin'
I read the
weebs.
manga. I read the manga. I don't
Okay.
really watch the anime. It was ruined
Important
for me as a
Sick of
kid.
you weebs.
Important question. For the mathematically and visually impaired, how fucking far away are these guys from Felix?
No, 90 minus 25,
Correct.
right? Because it's
65.
25 that little people move.
Mm-hmm.
So, Felix is gonna hobble a little bit closer, like 10 feet up, and lob another fireball at the one that is engaged with Makoso and Artor.
Huh.
I thought you said
Oh,
fireball.
Yeah, I was like,
I was
whoa,
like,
that's
okay,
extreme.
I like that. You like you, Dad.
Oh my god, I'm not. No.
Let's just fucking
So,
murder
I think that's a hit,
Artor and
and-
Makosa.
That's a hit.
He's gonna have to. He has to concentration. DC 10.
Aww.
Right, there you go. But so it's the 18, but it's +1 instead of +2.
I think you should roll it from him.
So a 19 instead of a 20.
Yeah,
That
I
miraculous
gotcha.
isn't passed, right? No, I'm kidding.
No, I gotcha. But your command is do what your follow your friend's lead.
It is okay. It is. This is much different than command. It is trying to suggest like it is not. You
Yeah, not the
are
literal text of
commanded.
it.
Yeah, you're not commanded to do this necessarily. It's trying to persuade you magically.
I'm gonna like make an intelligence check for Artur when it gets to his turn to see if he can kind of outwit this. Essentially, is what I'm gonna do. Just see if he understands that he doesn't have to do it.
They have it, but this is why I never use it, because players are like, I want to do what I want to do. So it's like, okay.
Yeah.
So.
I thought
So-
I was like relatively in the spirit of it.
So how?
No, I know. That's why I haven't used it up until this point. Is because it's always a pain in the ass. So, like, how do you know?
How far are the knights from the people? The well, I'm not gonna call them people. The UNT running away.
60 feet.
Race as much.
Okay, so the knights are just gonna charge, like do full dashes towards the UNT that are running away.
They're not fucking people, okay?
Okay.
So
Yuan-Ti are
they-
people too.
They end up engaged with them, but
Which one? This guy or
whichever one's closer, I suppose. Technically.
This guy.
Mike's.
Yeah, the guy that's closer is 30 feet away.
But they can't really do any. Oh wait. Okay. Oh, so 1, 2, 3, 4.
Roll yeah. So it dies, but in the midst of it dying, go ahead and roll one more attack.
Whose AC is that against?
I don't think it doesn't matter because it doesn't hit anybody. All of your
Mhm.
ACs are better than that.
A
So it just kind of shink, like deflects off of the other knight's armor. As they're like, they both come in from either side and like slash, and one of them extends a little bit too far, and that's where it kind of like sparks the other's armor. Okay, Artur.
Alright. Once again, very impaired right now. How far away am I from the last guy?
You're like very close.
30 feet? Something like that?
Yeah, 30 feet.
Close.
I essentially just run up behind... Or wait. Artur is going to sit there and think for a second. Would you say that's enough to kind of understand the situation? An 11, which is kind of impressive for him.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay. I want to try and be fair about this. Artur just kind of looks up at the U1T, kind of looks at Mikoso, has a confused expression on his face, and just gonna run up to the U1T and put an axe in his back. Take my 3 attacks and Divine Fury.
Alright. Yeah, all 3 hit.
It
So
might be
that's
dead.
8 plus 8 is 16. Plus 6 is 22.
Plus 3.
that- yeah.
25.
Not dead yet.
Essentially just running up and just a whirling dervish of axes, just scarring the shit out of his back as he's running. And he's not getting away from me.
Alright. Yeah, with its last fucking thing, I think this guy can just, yeah, bite. Yeah, that's literally how this guy's gonna do. Yeah, he's just gonna go ahead and, constrict and bite.
Alright.
Against,
Doesn't hit.
Nope.
and that one
That
does. So,
Was that?
So, 2
13,
piercing
half to
damage.
6.
Okay.
Oh, no, you don't have.
No, I don't
you
have poison damage.
So 2 plus
So,
9 is
11.
11. Yep. And that's all it can do. And then you guys
Kill it.
Yeah, you guys slaughter this thing if that's what you're doing.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then all the rounds go. And then all the tokens do things.
Who's doing
oh my
this?
Oh god, no.
There's only one person who can do it.
Stop it!
Alright.
He's dead. Grab the bodies. Make them squeal like a pig. No?
After Artur gets bitten, he just kind of plants the battle axe in this thing's forehead and kicks him to the floor.
As I shift back into my regular form.
Artur just kind of looks back and is just like, "You were a snake, and now now you're an elk, and now you're a person again."
Yes, it's my thing. I can be a lot of things.
He does
Okay.
that.
You'll get used to it. Come, let's track these bodies. It's a point for him to grab the bodies and drag them. I'm not doing manual labor.
Mikoso heads back to like the entrance of the ruins to make sure that Preston didn't like poop himself.
And then I pick up probably like 2 of the bodies, one over each shoulder, to drag them back, or I drag them literally because that's easier.
Yeah, they're probably like 500-pound creatures.
Which I drag them, but Artur is strong and big, so.
Dragon speed should be alright.
Mhm.
Drag them tricks.
Alright.
So we did that. So I have the horn still, right?
Yes.
Alright. So I say to Mikoso, seem to have their calling device. May be able to lure them into some ambushes with this. From the times that I did hear them blow it, did I discern any specific call? Did they just blow it?
It seemed as though it was just like them sounding it. Like that
In
there
general.
wasn't a You know what?
Mhm.
Go ahead and just go ahead and do an straight intelligence check.
You go to recall the sound, and it's just like, it never happened in the first place.
Not bad for a
Shave
zero.
and haircut.
Straight roll.
So yeah, so they appeared to be blowing it. There was kind of like a 1, 2, 3 rhythm when they did it. That's the only one you heard. You're not sure if there's other calls. You just remember that was the pattern that you.
That called him up.
Yeah. So you're not sure if there are other calls. You just know that's what they used.
No, that's fine. That was actually one of the calls that I needed, so I know that. Okay. But yeah, I'll say that to Makoso. Got them up their horns. Maybe we can set an ambush somewhere.
It's good.
But at some point, not now though. Let's regroup. I have
Now,
slowly but surely wasting away all of my resources.
Mukoso points at like one of the corpses. That one was escaping towards Nusha. The knight and the girl.
Yeah. It'd probably go towards Nusha and then probably head to wait Maidwin. I don't. Or there may be more of these entrances as I like point towards the ground and rotate my hand like a hole in the ground. In Nusha. I'm sure there are.
I'm going to be honest here. I think we're lucky that we saved these two. Well, we don't know where the girl went, but I think we're lucky that we found these two. Maybe we should just move on while we have time. I just don't know if it's worth it to scour every inch of this place.
No, the rooms themselves are.
I mean underneath. For the passages.
Yeah, I can't get us through and safely at this moment without resting.
We go and rest, but I'm just saying I'm not sure if it's entirely worth it to come back.
The father, as far as I know, is in
Madwan.
Madwan. There's probably more people there. I don't think there's anything else in this room. I agree with you. Actually.
It's distasteful to leave anything under their control.
It is, but we might be biting off more than we can chew by going down there.
It may be more prudent to cut the head off the snake.
I mean, if we're looking for people, I don't think they're exactly going to be dragging them underwater.
I've been waiting to say that.
It's about the territory.
One of the knights laughs.
Thank you. I like him like a bow. There.
Hold on.
I thought that was funny.
Mukoso like raises a hand.
Arthur doesn't get it.
Mukoso raises a hand to like and puts it to the to his neck, where there's you see a little bit of like a black scarish kind of thing creeping out of his armor. You may be right though.
I usually am. Oh.
I mean, the focus here is to take out the leader, the person who's creating these things, and hopefully curb the flow of them. But also, we want to try and get people out if we can. There's a lot of families, a lot of people separated here.
Yeah. I will have to admit I have a bit of a personal stake in this.
You do.
Yeah. What if we can get a bit of my family loose? We'll have more allies. So we can...
The thing is, if they were here, I'm not sure if they would be underwater or in those passages. I'm not sure a regular person would survive being dragged down there. Someone not like us.
No. No. If they're alive, then yeah, they're in...
I mean, if there's any way that we can be certain that there's people down there, then we could try it, but... Some kind of divination? Magics? Seattle looks around and is like, I don't think any of us are capable of that, though.
Nope. There is. Tell if there's anybody outside.
I'm gonna look at Felix's
Looking.
spells.
He's a divination wizard with no divination spells. What the hell?
That's
Outside
good.
of physically going down there, there's nothing I can do if I haven't actually run into anybody. I don't know who's down there.
I mean, maybe we can take a quick look. I would hate to
Excuse me.
leave your family behind.
Well, if we go and defeat the father first, then we can always come back and take a second look.
I
Plus,
think
again,
we should leave it up to a vote. I mean, the two of
plus again,
us.
there's not much I can do underwater. at
Maybe
this
we
moment.
should leave it up to a vote. The two of us will have to carry on. Makoso, what exactly do you want?
So as you two have been discussing, Makoso has had his warhammer, like the head of the warhammer, resting in a palm, and he was staring at it, thinking, and he looks up. You have a lot of input on tactics for a bodyguard, but we may
I
be
don't-
wasting our time here.
I don't know if I'm a bodyguard anymore. She kind of looks at Felix and is like, I haven't been paid in at least a couple of days, so.
I paid you 3 days ago!
Felix Burn.
Well, just to be clear, because this actually did happen. Yesterday he gave
Yeah,
you a
you
gold
did.
piece.
Yeah, from the
That was yesterday? Okay.
Yesterday.
I mean, I didn't get paid for my guiding, but you know, whatever.
You're getting paid plenty out of this.
Yeah, sure.
Well, I'm still going to say it that's in character, because I don't know if Artor keeps track of these very well.
So yeah, it's... What? I paid you yesterday!
Really? I've been hit on the head a few times, I'm sorry.
He points, like, insistently at... Do you have, like, a money pouch or something?
Yeah.
Sure,
It's actually quite full, but it was full before I got here, so.
You got another gold coin in there. And it's courtesy of yours truly, thank you very much.
Hmm. Well, anyway, Makoso, so you said... I don't know what you said. Please repeat that.
You have a lot of input on tactics for a bodyguard,
Yeah, I heard that one.
but you lot make a point that we may be wasting our time here. We may be better off attacking the head.
Hmm. I just kind of looked
Perhaps-
at Felix.
Perhaps
So
a bit more
what-
cautiously this time.
And, Felix? What do you think? You seem a little absent-minded.
I'm just... I've been thinking about... You remember... The Arcana made these creatures, right? And,
Well, actually, I don't know if
Father.
Arthur knows that.
well, that's what we found.
I don't know if I've heard
you
that.
Never mind. And he's like, never mind you, and he's talking to the rest of you. So you remember how the Arcanum made these creatures, right?
Of course.
And
That is what she said.
thinking if the father is the only one that can procreate, right? And why? He must be 1,000 years old. This is crazy. If he's been here for 1,000 years, there's got to be someplace bigger, right? These ruins, they must be huge, enormous, and I did find some things at the guard tower before, or the Arcanum tower, and I guess I'm a little distracted. I'm thinking what could be down there. I want to know.
I do
Is
too,
that the Arcana
but-
Tower, like, from episode 1?
Yes. I mean, I do too, but it'll still be here when we come back. We've been told that their leader is somewhere else.
Right.
And that's the goal.
But maybe there's something here that can help us. I don't know. I never got a good chance to look at those scrolls, but who knows? There's got to be a reason why the Arcanum chose here, right? There has to be something here. I'd like to think.
I suppose.
No, I'm positive that there's something here.
Also, out
Still
of
fact.
character, Dylan saying, "You don't have to take everything I'm saying as truth." Just so you know.
Yeah.
So this is not Dylan saying we have to go here. It's just what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it sounds like.
This is Felix
It's
saying.
what
things.
Felix probably thinks.
And this in no way means there is or is not a thing there to help you.
Mhm.
This is what I
Um,
think Felix would think in the situation,
Mm.
or no less.
Artor just kind of looks around and just goes, I mean, I feel like the majority does want to move on.
Don't worry. We'll come back once everything has been cleared out.
Especially because you were told that there were people here, and we found 2.
Yeah, exactly. Or they could all be dead, and that could be a waste of time.
That would be most unfortunate.
1,000 years, you said.
He nods slowly and kind of like he's staring off like, yeah.
I have a question, Felix.
Yep.
These creatures being made of magic, can that magic be dispelled? Broken?
That would be painful.
I shrug.
Not simply. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how they were created, but I would think if they were born with it, to be honest, I don't know. I'm not fluent in that sort of magic.
I mean, alchemical or not, they're living things.
Right. I would think that
The old-fashioned way of dispelling living things works just fine.
Possible. Just checking to see if. I mean, we like you said, we do not know how these were created, but we do know they were created with magic, at least the original one. So
I have a feeling it's hereditary at this point, that they've been alive this long.
possibly, or as far as we know, they could be the same ones. Who knows?
That's
But Makoso's correct. Dispatching of them the old way works as well. So think on it, but forget I said it. But think on it.
nods.
Well, anyway, we're certainly going to come back here, but let's move on and see what our odds are at Madwan.
Anyway. Cool.
At least get a look around and see what we're dealing with. Although that tends to end in combat for us. I don't know why. Some of you
Cool.
people are quite loud.
Let's do it.
Because that's how you keep your place in the world.
I mean, I agree, but there's also times where subtlety is good. Pays to be quiet.
Makoso looks at you and sort of narrows his eyes. Sometimes it does pay to be quiet. And is going to actually head towards Nusha.
As in, like, heading into the town to look for the knight and the girl, I'm assuming?
That's where we said we were going.
Okay.
Technically, you're
He has had-
technically like a hex away, so it's not like. And then I walk immediately into town. Like actually, it's
Yeah, no, I know. Like, there's gonna be a little travel time, but that was him saying, "Yeah, you're right. Let's stop talking and go
Yeah.
see what's up." Because this is the second time it's been, let's stand around talking when we should be smashing.
Yes. All right, let's do it. We're gonna go off road or on road. I guess we'll stop at Nusha first, and then make our way to Magua.
Mhm.
All right, what's everybody's passive perception?
12.
Bad.
16.
12.
Hey!
Twinsies.
What's Felix's?
Probably not great.
Felix's is 10?
Oh my god, jeez.
So yeah, 16.
Oh, because he doesn't have proficiency in perception.
What a loser. And the knights have 10 as well.
You said 16.
Yeah.
Right, so that's the one thing you on T are very good at is stealth. So, as you guys are discussing, I'll say Edmund just because you have the highest, you kind of are the first to notice. You're kind of like, wait, do you hear that? And at that, you see 12 figures, some shaman, some not shaman, begin to rush out of like the brush on either side of you, just kind of cursing like and one of them is like uttering in this guttural language some sort of order. One of the shamans, as they all begin to close in. So I'm going to have each of you make a what is hold on. One second here. So, and also, when you guys are talking, that is like in, time doesn't stop, right? So that was
Mhm.
actually your characters talking for that length of time, just so you know.
Good to know.
Wisdom saving throw,
Okay.
from everyone.
Hey! That's not bad.
That's not bad either.
Jeez.
No, it's good, bro. That's good.
Wow, your wisdom save is way higher than mine. Go
Right.
for you.
So Felix and the two knights.
That's got it. Okay.
Oh, nice.
What? That one was Felix.
That one.
I guess just wisdom checks because they don't have saves. Wow.
They have +2 to wisdom
Nice,
saves,
so-
actually.
Oh.
So they yeah, because it already does. They have +2 to the saves.
Yes. So
Cool, so
15.
it's
plus-
fine,
So
it's more
17 for
It's more than enough.
Yeah.
The math only matters if it. Most of the time, you just look
Yeah.
at the dice and it's like not even close. So okay, so Makoso and Felix, they seize up in place, unable to move, as a whole swarm of these things begin just coming in. The ones that did not cast the whole person spells begin attempting to grapple and subdue you all. I don't think they have, because they do have suggestion, but they would grapple you and then try and suggest. Okay. So, grappling is what? Contested,
It's
grapple is...
It's an athletics check against an athletics or an acrobatics.
Yeah, and it's one attack, right? So it's...
How close together are they?
They're kind of, you guys are clustered together, and they are kind of in a semicircle, like a 270-degree semicircle, like charging out at you at the same time. And what am I doing here? Okay, these are the warriors. Different types of UNT. Boop. Okay, there's no specific thing. Okay, so Edmund. So there's gonna be 2 against you. Go ahead and make a athletics or acrobatics. Oh yeah, that sucks. and there's going to be 2 at you, Artur.
Okay.
Cool. So, do we make one check?
They make
Or
2
two.
checks. 2 checks.
Does that crit count as both?
No, do another one. Which is fine because it was a 15 against your 20, and then
And
a
then
9 versus a nat 1, which for a 40. So you're fine. So you like just barely shrug off some of these effects. And eat. Okay, so you are. Yeah, so you are
One of them does grapple me.
grappled.
Yeah.
Okay, and so those ones grapple you, and then right there are 12 of them. Okay, so 2, 4. There's 2 more.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah. Oh, because the 2 knights, right? And then one is going to attempt to grapple each knight, I guess. That's what they would do.
I just had their sheet open and I was closing it and I misclicked.
So those
Athletics.
those are for the 2 knights. Okay, so one of them. So 3 of you are or 2 of you are grappled.
Yeah.
2 of you are just straight up like whole person, and some of you managed to
Wait,
escape.
2 of us are old person.
Right. Yeah. Makoso and
True.
Felix are held.
Oh, okay.
2 of you are grappled. A knight and Artur, and one knight and Edmund kind of weaseled their way out. And one of these shamans, the one that called orders, he was like muttering in this guttural language, and then he kind of comes out into like broken common, and humans, lay down your weapons, and we will let you live. Resist, and we will execute you all as an example. And at that, like, you see he looks over to Preston, and as their eyes begin to lock, he's like, no, and he just like begins like curling up into a ball.
Preston does?
Yeah, Preston does.
Who's this man? I look at Makoso and Felix stiffed.
Yep.
What's his face? Artur grappled. I look over at the knight. What do you think? Frankly, I don't think they brought enough.
I mean, I'm really letting this guy grab me because I feel like it. I
an
look
18.
back to the Yuan-Ti
Yeah,
who's holding me.
I mean, I could have literally done constrict attacks to like do damage,
Yeah,
but
you could have.
it's the direction
Yeah.
this was gonna go. So, you
Mhm.
you have free will. You may do whatever you want. So
Where
that
was-
was essentially their surprise round. So
Mhm.
if you are looking to, essentially, we're gonna theater of the mind this if you're not going to
Yeah.
straight up attack. But if you attack, it's going to be initiative and a legit order.
Artur just kind of looks Edmund in the eye and gives him a wink, and is going to attempt to break out of this grapple.
I will let
That's
you know
gonna be
right now
his
that
thing.
is considered an aggressive action.
It is.
In which
I'm
case,
just saying, and that's what
then
that is what I'm going to do.
Okay, which means we're rolling initiative.
Alright.
Correct? We're all
Yes.
understood?
If
Okay.
he's Yep, he's breaking out. Roll it.
Nobody seems opposed, as far as I can tell.
Okay.
Hey, I'm not telling
that is
you.
not.
When you're-
No, we're not going to use that map. We'll
Run
be
your
a blank
character how
map,
you run 'em.
blank white map for now. All right.
Cool.
Give me one
Or
sec, just
dick.
1 second, so I can get the stuff. It is Town Volcano Expanse. I didn't put it in here yet.
Marky is still here? Yeah. Jeez, okay.
Yeah, Marcus is still here. That is
Just
not what I
listening.
want either.
She might have to pop out and save us.
I mean, I'm pretty sure.
I have plans, so I'm going to use this generic map again, just for now.
It's fine. We're fine.
Okay, so go ahead and plop yourselves down. Pretty much put yourselves in the middle, and I'm gonna, like, you know, you're somewhere like in the right. You were all talking, so you're like essentially face to face.
Why am I so small?
I don't know. That is a personal problem that I
Oof.
should potentially not address over the stream. But we can talk about it later if you want.
Why is my token so small, though?
I think they make
Hey,
medicine.
I am a
We
shoulder
need someone to
to
listen.
shoulder to cry on if you need it later
That's
on.
cold-blooded.
Yeah. Oh hell yeah.
Seriously, though, can you resize the token? Because it's gonna get on my nerves.
Cold-blooded.
Nice.
It's for some reason a quarter of regular size. Thank you.
Huge.
I like that there's 2 admins.
Alright, so
Shit. I'm gonna drop one down. Oh, who's this in the fucking corner? Get out of here.
who the hell this? So
I imagine Edmund literally looks to the other Edmund and is like, what the fuck, and call lightning in. Are there? Oh, okay, I was gonna say, are there 3?
It shouldn't be.
So you guys were talking, put yourself in a reasonable, like, how you were talking.
Arthur
let's
was
see.
like here looking at Edmund. Probably close to Makoso.
So where was closer to the cave mouth at?
We'll say the cave mouth is right here. I'm just putting a grid so you guys stop asking me how far away people are.
Mm-hmm.
Get it together.
So, the 2 knights are over here. You guys are kind of conversing, you know. I would say you guys are probably like a normal conversation. People are like within 5 feet of each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I would assume if you guys
Oh.
are talking, you'd be something like this in some sort of order, and then like I could see if maybe the knights were like
Come on.
a step or 2
This
away
side.
from you. You know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was closer to the cave, so I'll probably be on this side.
Yeah, but you know, just so you're not like, oh, we were 20 feet away having a discussion. It's like that doesn't make sense.
No.
I think 10 feet away is reasonable. Yeah.
You stand 10 feet away. You stand like normal people stand like 3 feet away from each other
Sure.
when they're talking.
Normals.
You don't know me.
Normals.
Actually, no, I can see it. I can actually see it. Alright, so as he called out this command, you wink to Edmund as you are going to attempt to, when it's your turn, break free from the grapple. Hoo-yah! Hoo-yah! So, yeah, you know what, that seems kind of legitimate, right? I'll kind of maybe put these knights, like, they're around you, they're just like, you know, helping keep watch still. They're not as active in the conversation, though, they still want to listen. So we'll say, cool, kudos, that's fine. These...
You know, guys, it feels really weird to not roll our own initiative. Every time we get into combat, I'm just like,
I
No, I don't
know.
do it.
Yeah, it's weird, but it's like, it makes it way easier for me.
Yeah. It's cool. Definitely. Just weird, like, seeing how much better, like, the overall quality of your games has gotten since you first started. Just all the macros and stuff you have.
So there were 2 on Edmund, there were 2 on Artur. Kind of did like that. Felix and Makoso were held. And there was 1 on each of the knights. Does that seem legit? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, and then there
Yeah.
are half of them are shamans.
I was a really tiny shaman. Like 4 feet tall. You know, guys, this is, Do you have any beast shapes left, Edmund?
Nope. Use both of them.
That's unfortunate.
sort of rough formation. This is the guy that was like kind of yelling orders right here. Maybe he's like a step or two closer. Yeah, maybe he's like this. So this is the guy yelling orders, and you can imagine this is Brush, right? Stuff like that. So let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Yeah.
And just and again, if you do not resist, they will not attack you.
Yeah.
Just to be clear.
Delay. Delay. Every 6 seconds, Felix and I get a chance to break in.
Yeah. Would you say while we're talking, they could try and break out? Because you're talking for a couple seconds.
I said every
Aw.
6 seconds that you delay them.
Yeah. At the end of each of its turns, it may do the it do so well. So, yeah,
Terrible.
any and all of these people are going to do the stuff, and do the things, and the things and stuff and things.
I had my hands up.
Okay.
Hands up, don't shoot.
Yep, which is fine. They are not going to attack you.
Damn, weird.
That works all the time.
It is a
Nope.
it's almost like a giant fireball. May or may not have let some people know that you are around.
I wonder who did that.
No idea.
Hat's fucking
No
us
fucking
over. He's not even in the game anymore.
All right. So, with that, then, what can this guy do? I gotta see if that's. I can't remember if poison spray is like a single target.
C0.
Or is it a?
I think it's single target.
Okay. So. Yep. So this is going to be on. You know what? They're gonna hold all this shit. When do you even go? Archer, you go almost last. Okay. So all of these guys are going to hold their stuff, except for this guy. This knight, he's going to attempt to re-grapple, so you can check that with the knight. He's actually going to constrict, since the other one. Okay, that didn't hit anyway. That's fine. Okay, that he's holding his action, holding his action, holding his action. Felix can make a save. Knight, the knight can go. Whether or not the knight is attacking is up to you guys.
Felix saves.
Felix saves. Okay, so at the end of his turn, he is no longer held. So, who's running the knights?
Oh, I am.
You are.
Okay.
So, is the knight resisting, or is the knight not resisting?
The knight is gonna hold his action for now. I don't know. No, that's not gonna take anything. Not gonna hold his action, but not gonna take any action either.
Okay. Okay, so passive. Again, action held. Edmund, your go. If you want to say anything or do anything.
I'll look around. What do you plan on doing with us? I say to this guy here.
I'm gonna wait till the end of the round. At the top of the round, I'll have him respond.
Gotcha. So I'll say that. I'll say two things. What do you plan on doing to us? Take us to father, and I'll keep my hands in the air. I'm not gonna even reach towards my weapons. Just gonna keep my hands in the air and show him that I'm directly talking to him. I'll even turn towards him. I'm talking directly to him, and then that's what I'll do. Just in case I hold a spell.
So this one, because he didn't get a good grip, he's going to use constrict and attack, which still doesn't hit. They're pretty much just trying to like show a force right now. Okay, so doesn't do it. Again, held. He's holding on to his grapple. Holding on to the grapple. Right? We'll say you can do another strength check against this guy because they both want to grapple you. So you'd have to break 2 grapples. Okay, no, you easily break it. So.
He just doesn't really get a hold. I'm not necessarily resisting. It's kind of the natural reaction to being grabbed is to not want to be grabbed.
Absolutely. So so Artur, here we go.
I'm gonna look around and I'm going to look at the dude up there. I'm essentially gonna look at him and just go, answer his question. And I don't know if I can do this because it's almost the end of the turn, but if I can, I'm essentially going to hold my action until Edmund gets a response. I'm gonna hold trying to break the grapple.
Next round. So that's why I'm saying you can.
Yeah. I don't think I can do that.
You can go this round or not go this round. It's up to you.
I'm gonna act passive because I want to hear the response.
Makoso, make your save at the end,
Save?
and then it's top of the round.
Oh.
So still held in place. We're gonna say because they like a huge amount of them go. I'm gonna turn the battle music down a little bit because I don't think it's actually battle time. We'll see. All right. So you can see again, like I said, everybody's holding their actions right now, right? Neither party is surprised here, if you will.
Yeah.
All holding their actions, and as you say. Bring us to Father. What are you going to do with us? He looks to you. You can see there's like these weird bony charms. This one in particular has like 3 necklaces with like various. Some of them are snake teeth, but then you see what look to be humanoid teeth on one of them, like all these weird bone charms and stuff. And like again, kind of like a shriveled head. And it just has like this very kind of glorious, like multicolored, like natural kind of paints, like he's dyed himself. And he looks over to you and, you know the Father, I see. Plan is to take you below with the others. And we will not show kindness.
That's actually kind of fucking perfect. Can I respond? Or do you want to wait till my turn?
No, I'm good with turns as long as I think literally the only chain in the link is Artur that's like may or may not break this. So it is up to him.
Okay.
If he's going to try and break.
I'm basically I'm listening to responses and seeing how I feel about this.
Gotcha.
Okay.
If you can promise our safety, then below to the others, towards Father, we will go peacefully. I'll look over to Artur and give him a shake of the head, like a no shake, not a yes shake.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll turn back to the snake man for his response. We will go peacefully.
Wisdom in you.
Because I'm assuming that everybody else is probably not really going to do a whole lot, Artur just kind of, he went to kind of move his arms and break out, and he just kind of looks and just kind of drops his arms by his sides and just goes, let's get this over with.
Lead the way.
Very well.
We will not
And
resist.
again, unless you resist, they begin taking your weaponry and distributing it amongst themselves, like to obviously separate you and weapons.
Yep. I want to mark the one that takes Makoso's weapon.
Okay. So it is, this one that's here takes Artur, and then this guy steps over and begins doing it. But yes, again, theater of the mind. You kind of make a mental note of the one that has Makoso's weaponry.
I keep an eye on the one who takes my weapons. I don't know if I'll remember who he is.
Yeah. So I'd let them just take the crap load of scimitars and then walking down bows and.
Yeah. Just go ahead and make us, Artur, go ahead and make a straight perception check.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Okay, that's good enough. You can see there's a different curvature to the form of this one. It appears like it might be a female. This one that's taking your weaponry.
Oh,
Just so you know.
that's kind of hot.
So they do have genders.
You can assume. But
Wow.
anyway, sexes anyway. So, okay.
Well, yeah.
So after they disarm you, they distribute it kind of amongst themselves. You see the shaman kind of like turn his back to you, and the other shamans are all watching you. He bends down to the ground and like puts his fingers through like the muck and the grasses, and he mutters like this whisper that you don't find any words, just like it's just like this weird tongue that you can barely hear, and you see like half a dozen snakes slowly creep towards him as they begin crawling on him, and he like whispers things into them, and they disperse like out in different directions. Very well. Bring them. We go below.
While we're kind of being gathered and as we're walking, Artur just kind of takes a moment to himself to kind of take a few deep breaths and kind of closes his eyes and does a silent prayer before. And I'm going to use my second wind to heal a little bit. Oh, wow, that's great. 3 points. Nice.
Okay.
Just because.
Are Felix and Koso still
So, they
stiff as a
once everything is disarmed and they have you secured now because you've all surrendered and blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
The spell on Makoso.
Gotcha.
They take the moments to like take his stuff first, and then the shaman breaks his concentration.
Yeah. And I'll say, stick on Makoso.
You wanted action. Here it is.
No, I didn't. I wanted
Just-
to leave.
Dylan, the GM. Just like I said, like if you're talking, right, you're talking right outside the entrance. If you're talking, that is like in-game time. So
Yeah.
they got like a 24 because they rolled a 19 and they have a +5. So I was like, oh shit, like that was a good stealth roll.
Huh.
So yeah. Okay, anyway, so you begin being led by this like procession of Yuan-Ti, various shapes and sizes and body paintings and markings. You can see many of them have a very tribal like aesthetic. They have a lot of like tattoos, and you happen to notice, Edmund, they have a lot of like I'm trying to think what you call it. It's self something. Like you like cut yourself and stuff in certain patterns.
Mm-hmm.
It's whatever the term for it that I'm losing right now, but he has like a bunch of like these really cool looking like they're not tattoos, they're scars, things like that. And anyway, so they begin leading you down. They lead you essentially where you were, down the spiral staircase. They take you kind of to the right, not the one where the prisoners are, and you can see some of them, they mutter different things as they're taking you in, but a couple of you hear like a hold your breath as they begin to pull you down, and you and there's like this weird kind of, when you're underwater, and any of the clanking of armor or weaponry or whatever they're holding, you just feel like, when you touch the bottom of a lake that hasn't been raked, like just that gushy, like just gross feeling.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that in this. It's like a small tunnel that they're like weaseling through, and it's just like that, but all on your front side and back side. So as you kind of come through all these tendrils and weird, nasty kind of a mess of various seaweed and algae and stuff, right as your breath is kind of about to begin to its limit, you come up and around, and as you come out of the water, and you are in another kind of half-broken, larger room. Inside that, again, you're accompanied by all these people. You're taken down a series, a network of varying from finished stonework to natural network. You're just like being woven through, trying to be like, oh, what way, right? Because it's dark. Most of you can't see. You're just literally just walking. Sometimes you're tripping, and eventually you come past this one area, and I'm only going to give it to the people with dark vision. So Felix and Edmund see this. You pass this room, and you see a bunch of Yuan-Ti. You see about a half a dozen of them or so, and they have just very extruded like stomachs. And they're like laying back, and you see it looks almost like a pit of writhing snakes over each other. And in this giant pit of snakes, there are like half a dozen of these like large-bellied Yuan-Tis. And you are taken down and out and around and through these varying corridors until you come to this one, and it's intact, essentially prison, like of a ruin. That this room happens to be intact. There are other prisoners there. Most of the ones in here are unconscious, or they appear to be moving just barely slowly, for those of you that can actually see in the dark. And you are all shoved in various cells with the door locked. The head kind of Yuan-Ti shaman comes up to you, Edmund, because you were the one talking, and says, "The father is not here now, but when he returns, I will be sure to send him."
He says that to me? Okay.
And he kind of like looks around.
Good. I'd like to speak with him.
But I'm sure we will be needing you before that.
Needing me specifically?
You will see. And he begins like worming his way out of the room. And the whole kind of procession leaves you all kind of in the darkness.
Before one of them leaves, like the one who put me into my cell, I just kind of look him in the eyes and ask, go, "If you'd be so kind to answer, what exactly do you need us for? What exactly are we here for? I can make my assumptions, but not like I'm any threat to you in here."
And the one that you're talking to like doesn't appear to understand what you're saying, and one of the shamans kind of whispers in your general direction, but it's kind of hard because you can't see, right? But you hear an echo reverberate through the room of, "We will require your labor. You work, you live."
That might just be doable.
And the procession turns out and exits. So you're kind of left in this void of kind of sound and light. Other peoples are kind of sticking to you and swarming to you, kind of as like like the new people. And
So what's the light situation in the room?
it's pitch black.
I immediately light above me. There's no Yuan-Ti in the room, right?
They have left this room.
I immediately light up both hands.
closed and they've closed and locked the door that is actually functional in this room.
Yeah, that's fine. Yep. I light up both hands.
Is it a big room or is it individual cells?
They're not individual cells. They're kind of like supposed to be individual cells, but they've just thrown as many people in there as they can. So there are multiple cells, but then to get into this room, there is a locked door.
Yeah.
In addition,
But we're not
cells.
Okay.
So yeah, I light up my hands to get some light. Anybody that's too close, move out of my way. As I'm gonna scope and scan the room and look at any.
Sir,
Shh. I said just shush whoever says that out loud.
they're gonna kill us. No, turn it off, please.
Hey, I advise you to shut the fuck up.
It's not just you on the line. If they get you, they're gonna kill all of us in this cell.
Do I see who's talking?
Yeah, because you've lit up. There's a younger man, maybe like in his early to late 20s. Oh no, it's probably, we'll say early 20s. Definitely not late 20s. And again, everybody in the cell, besides you guys at this point, is just like butt ass naked. Like they have stripped them of all their clothes. They just haven't come to retrieve yours yet.
Whoever's talking, I'm just gonna like thorn whip him into the wall.
Okay.
Okay. Like just to subdue him, or like you're actually trying to damage him, or are you just trying to like restrain him?
No, I don't care. I literally want just to thorn a whip out, pull him against the wall to where he hits it with bludgeoning force. Is my version of punching him in the face.
Okay, go ahead, just like roll the damage of it.
Gotcha.
Non-lethal?
You're gonna kill him.
Or you're attempting to be non-lethal?
So, we'll say
Sure.
because he has negative dex because he's malnourished, that hits. He has no armor and a negative dex, so he has exactly 9. So as you, and there's like a dull thud as he.
The next time, and I say this to everybody in the room, I say shut up, I mean shut up. Am I understood?
You just see like a bunch of solemn nods.
And
there's about 20 to 25 pairs of eyes, just you can slowly see just nodding.
Good. And I'll like blow a whisper at the dude on the ground. As there he gets 4 hit points back. But I'm gonna leave him crumpled there on the ground. Don't you fuck.
Crumpled, restrained by your thorn whip, and he's just laying there, just kind of eyes open looking at you, but not like moving or saying a word.
Yeah, don't you fucking backtalk me.
Are all of us as individuals in different cells? Okay.
So I'm walking around the cells. One of my hands lit up. What are my openings like? Do I have any? Are there bars on the door, or is it one solid door? Do we have bars on the side? Any cracks in the walls? What are we looking at as far as the outline of the room itself, the sketch of the room itself?
So you can see some more refuse kind of in the very corner of this room. It looks like a pile where maybe they're initially, maybe it's these people's belongings, you're not sure. And looking around, so the cells themselves, they appear to have withstood the test of time. They're not overly rusted, and in some places where they are a little rusted, it appears to be very light. This room is fairly dry compared to the rest of what you've been used to. The room to get, like the door, because you can see it, the door to get into this room is like wooden with like steel, like a few steel bars, so you can like see through like a window.
Gotcha.
Kind of room with like a normal like steel latch that has been locked.
Gotcha.
And all of these cells are like the big I'm trying to think how to describe it. It's like the vertical bars with like one strip of rectangular metal like in the middle to help reinforce it so you can't just bend the bars.
Yeah, that's fine. Nope, I gotcha. That's good. Okay.
That is essentially how all the cells, right? They look similar. They're butted up right one next to the other, and then on the other side of the room, and there's a small aisleway between them.
But there are spaces, so if I was small enough, I could get through them, essentially. So there's openings on the doors.
You're gonna need to sleep before you can do that, though. But
Yeah, no,
that's a good idea.
I'm just taking a general scope now to make sure that I can do that. Let's see. Okay, I got a general
Only
scope.
thing is, you can get out. We're gonna need to find some way to get the other people out.
Good to know. Nope, just doing recon right now. Looking, I'm gonna extinguish the produce flame and look out at the grates in the doors. What can I see?
Out of the grates in the door?
Correct.
In terms of, sorry, what are you looking for specifically?
No, I'm just trying to see what's in my field of view in general. If I look out the grate, that works as well. I'm just trying to see.
Yeah. Well, that's why I was telling you. So when you're looking around out of the grates of the cell, so I told you could like see the door to the room, not just the cell. Like the door to the room is made out of wood with that stuff.
Okay.
The room is fairly empty because 90% of what's in here is just cells, and you like I said, you see like a little matted mess of refuse of some sort in one of the corners of the room.
Oh, okay, so that's on the room on the outside of the door. Sorry, I thought that was in our room, our cell. So
No,
that's on
sorry.
the outside of the door. Gotcha. Okay.
In terms of cells, you guys are kind of, there's like 4. You can count 4 on each side.
Mhm.
And they are kind of sardine can. Like everybody is like huddled together for warmth.
So is the room on the outside? Is it like a circular or square type of room with steps on the wall that lead up or down, or is this like a long hallway type of cell structure, like a regular dungeon?
So this is essentially like a prison. You walk down the aisleway when you first open the door. The door's in the middle of the room, right? And as you walk down the aisleway, there's cells on either side.
Oh, left, right. Okay.
Yeah, and
That's
when
what
you
I
were
was
coming down, it was like steps leading down. Like there's a staircase right outside the door, and then it goes up into a tunnel.
Dungeon style. Okay. And the tunnel's where we came down.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Good to know. All right. And I'm going to get rid of my produce flames, and I'm going to strip my clothes off and armor.
Okay.
They just took our weapons, right?
Yeah, they took weapons. They took like I mean, you had what?
I mean, like the I'm sure they took like packing equipment, but yeah. But no, I have a studded armor, so it's kind of.
They would have taken any like probably noticeable, so like maybe like Makoso's armor probably because it's chain, right? The knights had plate. They would have taken that off. They wouldn't have just thrown them into the cell with plate armor. But any like the lighter ones, like they'll come back and get it later.
Yeah.
Luckily, I don't need armor. They can take my clothing, but I don't care.
Yeah, you just have like a loincloth or something, whatever.
I have rough leathers, just whatever way.
If you want to possibly keep your clothes, I advise taking them off as I'm like stripping down as naked as the people. And I'm gonna like, is Felix in the room? You think you can Mystic Rock our clothes if they come in?
You can Mystic Rock yours.
Like minor illusion, like our clothes, and if there's a corner, like minor illusion, the optical illusion, the corner, just so they can't see our armor.
Yeah, I think I can do that. I can't do much outside of very simple. They took my focus.
Understood. Yeah, something simple, and just hopefully they pass over it. But right now, I need to rest. I'm gonna find a spot and just lean against the back wall and start to trance.
Artor is going to try to sleep as well, And if they come in to take anything from him, he's not even gonna, like, pretend to wake up. He has nothing of value to him on him right now. They can take his food, his armor, well, his clothing, but, like, anything of use they've already taken from him. Anything that he values.
Yeah, same. Nothing left. We're in the belly of the beast.
If we get into a fight, Arthur is gonna be you guys' best fucking bet. 16 AC and able to just grapple people and run around if he feels like it.
Monty with your bare hands.
Yes, I'm into it.
And Edmund potentially literal bare hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, boo.
Quite literal bare hands.
So,
But bear.
yeah, over the course of the next several hours, as your ears begin to adjust to the sounds, it's like this weird constant slithering almost that you can hear, like going through, like there's like this cacophony of hisses that is like this low, like dull sound that is just like a constant. You can also hear the sounds of what, like echoes of what sound to be like, trying to think of lack of a better term here, like maybe like shovels or pickaxes or something where like it's striking stone or hard objects and breaking. It seems to be some sort of laborious activities going on. You can just hear like the reverberations of that. And over the next several hours, you know, the people begin like asking like where are you from and things like that. Essentially, just the ones that may or may not have had their will completely broken yet are trying to open up. You know, there's many that are still kind of like consoling others and whatnot.
Gotcha. So yeah, we'll give them. Well, I'm trancing, so I don't know how long I can until I actually talk to them. But Arthur and Felix, if they wanna, and Makosa wanna say anything.
I mean, I am trying to sleep, but like, if anybody
Well, they're not
talks to
going
me
to
while
bother
I'm
you.
conscious,
They're not going to bother you if you're trying to sleep.
but while I'm conscious, if anybody talks to me and asks me about things, I essentially tell them that me and the people who I came in here with are going to break out, and I will literally break this door off with my bare hands if I have to. Is basically what I tell them.
They kind of respond back with like they look you up and down. They realize your strength, but they kind of like yeah. I would love to do the same kind of a thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So this is essentially me giving you guys the opportunity. If you have any sort of questions, if you want to do any role playing, I don't know if you want to think of that right now.
Once I do wake up, I'll a few questions. Well, how long has the longest person been in here? From the best that you can count.
They look around and probably, and a couple of voices pair up. Saman? Yeah, Saman. And you see this like gruff sort of like probably mid-30s, just a big thick heavy beard. He's like this burly human guy. You almost mistake him for like a dwarf just because he's roughly the same stature. He's got this big pot belly. He looks and yeah, I've been here. I think it's been a couple of months, I think.
That is a long time.
I went missing long before the confusion. They thought I went missing going from, Nusha to Webb.
We've been active for a while. Have you seen any of my kind? Elves with darker skin like mine.
I've seen them. Actually, yeah, the ones who come to Nusha every once in a while, get some supplies. You know, one or
Yes.
two at a time. Yeah, yeah. I've seen a few of them.
Which way did they lock them up? Further down the hall to the right, or up to the left? As far as you could tell.
Sorry, I don't know where they keep them. I've seen them out, and well, you'll probably be pulled soon since you're new.
Okay.
I've seen them working.
Yeah, him being alive is good enough.
My
As far
advice:
as
don't ruffle any feathers. You're not just gonna hurt yourself, but you're gonna hurt those in your cell.
So I'll look around the cell. I'm going to tell you all the truth. I'm here to break my family out, best that I can. Here to kill as many UNT as I can, as well as. Frankly, we got caught on purpose. We could have fought our way out, but wanted to come and find you all. So that will leave you with two choices. You can stand and do nothing while we fight, and probably die anyway, or those of you who can fight can join us when the time is right.
Well,
While you're talking about this, assuming he's conscious, you hear Artor say from his cell, "Really, all you'd need to do is get me some kind of weapon. I'll help as much as I can."
This will not be a plan we will enact tomorrow. I will not put that type of pressure on you, but one way or another, we're getting out of here. I'd like to take as many of you with me as I can. Those of you with spirit still. I look at the gruff old man.
tell you
Those
what,
of you who have not been broken.
I'm not dead yet. Only reason I'm still alive is because I keep my head down and do my work. But tell you what, if I think you got what it takes, I'll help you. If not, I'm not sticking my neck out for you.
Yes. I would not ask you to without a plan. Try to move sales, rile up the rest, find my family who can do what I can, and we'll build an army. I'll show you.
As this conversation is going on, Artor is going to kind of take a look around the cell. I'm assuming that either I do this before or after my rest. Assuming this conversation happens after that or before it. I'm essentially going to walk around the cell. Do I see any loose objects or anything on the door or on the walls? So like it could be pulled off. Just anything that could be an improvised weapon.
You don't see anything.
Damn it.
Because
I'm gonna have to use a person then, I guess.
you literally can't see anything.
Yeah.
Like if he has his hand that's alit, you can see some stuff. But I mean, even then, that wouldn't be like
I mean,
for hours or.
By that,
You know what I mean?
but I mean, like I'm feeling around the room, just trying to see if there's anything tangible, anything that I can pull off, or anything that's sitting around, just an object.
Go ahead and
of
do
some
an
kind.
investigation check. Just a straight investigation check.
Just a brick, a rock, fucking anything. Investigation.
Did they take all my fucking arrows?
They took all your stuff. They literally took all your stuff. Like anything that you had like in packs and backpacks and like in weapons, and the only thing that's on you, some of you, is your armor because they hadn't come to claim it yet. They just threw you in the cell.
So, I feel like that's been my best roll all night.
Yeah, so I mean, you're feeling around in the dark. You're not alone in the cell. It's like you're packed full of like sardines. So you're like
Yeah.
you're like stepping on people, and they're like, ah! And they're
Yeah.
trying to essentially get you to stop.
After I notice them, I probably shouldn't be just moving around and trying to feel around this place and just ask, does anybody have anything, an object, something heavy? Doesn't need to be a real weapon, just anything. Just ask, like, kind of quietly to the people who are in my cell.
Shh. Hey. We don't have anything here, but if you're really gonna do what you say you're gonna do, they give tools to those that work.
That'll work.
That's the
You
only
see,
thing.
the person can kind of see, Arthur just kind of gets a grim smile. What kind of tools?
Well, they have. They're digging something. I don't know exactly what. We do it. We work in shifts. Work like dogs. Shovels and axes, and I saw one guy actually just using a blunted old kind of sword. Somebody else had like a gardening hoe. I just think whatever it is that they can pull together to use.
Then they give this to people when they take them out to do the work?
Yeah.
Do they do it in this room, or is it outside?
No, they take you out, and like I said, they're digging some sort of, I don't know, maybe they're unearthing, or not quite sure. There's a big mixture of like mud and like finished like stone, and I'm not really quite sure exactly what it is. They just want us to dig.
Somebody said that we'd probably be picked next because we are new. Would they take us all out together? Probably not working, but would we go out into the hall together?
Maybe.
So it's a bad idea for them.
My suggestion is don't fight them. The more you fight it, the harder they'll be.
I come from Nordvinden, friend. My people, you either live a glorious life, or you have a glorious death. But it's the way you die that counts. This looks like a good way to die.
Though we won't do it until the time is right.
Oh, of course, but just looking at our options. I went to sleep, and I just kind of sat down, and now I go to sleep. So do I get the benefits of a long rest, or is it interrupted at some point?
I don't know. We'll see. Does anybody else have anything they want to add?
The conversation I was having with what was his name again? The shorter guy, the older guy I was talking to.
Oh,
Sorry if I
Saman.
interrupted.
Come on.
Spell it.
Probably Suman. Suman?
Yes, Suman.
Gotcha. All right. What I was gonna do, I was just gonna kind of gauge the room. I know he said he would. So, I say lowly. What about the rest of you?
There's mostly
I
kind
thought
of like a lot of like looks in your direction. Again, most of these people can't see in the dark, so they're like looking from where the voice came from, but not directly like eye contact. And
A clap on your chest will let me know. Just
like two other people that clap their chest.
I'm gonna... Artur,
Makosa
who I'm gonna
joins
say
in.
is... Artur, who I'm assuming is still awake, Just kind of says, the man just ignited his hands with flames. He can do this. I've seen him turn into a bear, a snake, and an elk.
Well, the rest of us can't do those things.
But you have a leader who can. He's smart and he's wise.
I'd like to believe, but well, it's a lot harder to stick your neck out for someone when you're bare naked in a cell with 12 other dudes, and he looks around and shakes his head.
That's
I
fine.
mean,
I'll approve
well,
myself. I'll approve myself first. It's okay. I would not
Well,
ask you to follow me blindly. Give me
these
time.
people are just big snakes. All you need is a brick. Crack their head wide open.
If you've given up,
And as you
then you can die here.
you can actually just I hate dark vision.
Yep.
So Edmund, you see this? He kind of like changes his stance for a second, and he's like, shh, 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 shh.
Hmm.
As you guys are talking, quiet.
I pretend to sleep.
He's literally. I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
Pretend like you're sleeping. Be quiet. And everybody lays low, and they're just like this big.
I'll sit in my trance stance.
As this Yuan Ti again, Edmund, comes through the room and like looking at
Already naked.
already naked, right?
Yeah.
I'm not, but I don't have anything else. And literally, like, it's just leather straps that cover up any inappropriate stuff is basically what Artur has. You can take it off, Artur doesn't care.
Yeah, no, it's fine. He has like a pretty much his scimitar. No, he's got like a little like a weird gourd thing that he has that he's using to just like hit on the bars. So they're like, wake up! It's time to work. And you see a couple people. One of the cells is opened up, and like 10 people like flood out into the hallway, and they open another cell, a secondary cell that has Suman in it and his people. You guys are left in here.
All the newer people?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
We will fetch you later, new bloods.
Fine by me.
You've yet to be indicted.
Did you say invited or indicted?
Indicted.
Indicted. The fuck
Big
did
word.
Fuck the snakes know.
That's actually not even a big word, but it's a
Big
It's a
word for them.
complicated word.
Big word for them.
Yo,
Yeah.
Friggin' Artur said extirpated before.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
Artur is decently educated and literate. He's just not that bright.
and I will also say, actually no, you can't discern colors or things like that. But Edmund, you see,
And
there's a
pitch
bunch of
black
like
stuff.
bone charms and stuff.
It's a shaman.
Yeah.
From what I know of them.
It appears
Okay.
to be. So
It's a shaman. Mhm.
yep. So you are, or they are led out, and yeah, and then with a big like, the door is closed and locked, and you hear the shuffling of many feet, kind of moving onwards down the tunnel.
All right.
Now I'm actually going to try and sleep.
So
Done tried to do it so many times.
talk to Makoso and Felix while Artur tries to sleep. I'll when it gets a little later, I'll round the cells and see who I can talk to over the next few days. I don't know how to be here, but feel like it'll take time to raise the spirits of these people. Plus, I can only move at those 2 at a time.
These are the walking dead you talk to.
Not all. Some of them still have some heart. Suman and the other 2. You get the weapon in their hand, there's no telling what they can do. Plus, my family is here. If I can get them on our side, then hopefully.
Mhm.
Don't count.
I don't envy our position.
Don't count the weak out just yet. Sometimes they come. Sometimes even the broken spirit could come back to that. Look at him pointedly. But
See, 'cause you don't
I'm
have
safe. Right.
Yeah,
I'm
I
safe,
can't
but-
see
but-
shit.
I'm safe to say, but it can't see pointedly as I say it. You can feel my stare.
And as he says, don't count the week out. They're not done yet, right?
Yes. Even those with the broken spirit can come back to life.
As you hear those words, there's a kind of a shifting, like in front of the door. You look over, you don't see anything, Edmund, right? Because the door is closed and locked, and you just hear this faint kind of. And then finally, and you just hear like this. As the door closes.
Do I see anybody when I step in the room?
Yeah, there's a figure kind of standing right behind the doorway and like cautiously looking around.
Are they inside our cell or inside
Cell in the
the
room.
hallway? Okay.
In the room. And close the door.
I'm gonna go up to the bars and peek out and see what I can see. See who I can see.
Our indictment, I assume.
All right.
we shall see.
Remember, he can't discern colors, but tell him what he sees. Marcus.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
okay.
Okay. You see a slender woman just slowly peering into the cells. She's squinting. She seems to be searching for something and going back and forth, not close enough, but kind of flitting around the outside cells, peering in and not quite finding what she's looking for.
I see someone, but they are not who you want. I'll stick my hand through the crate best I can and like produce flame quickly and then put it out and pull my hand back in just to try to kind of catch her attention.
I can see you already.
Oh. Wait, was that in character or out of character?
Character.
Okay. Can I ask who you are?
Can. Quietly.
Who are you?
She keeps looking at the door. Have a name? It might not matter.
That is true if we cannot get out of here alive. Either way, I am Edmund. What are you looking for?
Half elf.
I look around. Did everybody leave out of our cell except us?
No, there was just there's probably about 10 or so people in each cell, and there are 8 cells, and not all of them are completely full, but they took like the first 2, the first left and the first right.
Gotcha. Okay, I'll produce flames again and kind of search over the faces looking for a half elf. Guess any half elf.
You look over. You see one that's sleeping. Like it's hard to tell if it's half elf, but you see like elven traces. Appears to
Yeah.
be a
Or an elf, I guess I should say. I'll be looking
yeah,
like.
like a younger male.
Mhm.
I say younger, but like like whatever the
Right.
elven equivalent of like late 20s.
Okay. I'll head back to the door. Huh. I do see one in here. Sleep at the moment. Don't know if this is who you're looking for or not. But
Take him.
did you say wake him?
Take him now.
Ah, gotcha. I'll go back over to him and shake him. I'll produce flame. I'm get rid of the light. Shake him. Psst.
You just burn him.
What?
I'll put the.
You're going to get us in trouble, please.
You have a visitor outside of the door.
What
Come.
do you-
Come.
Who are okay?
Up.
Hello.
Give me your hands.
Why?
Or I can leave you in the cell. Show me your hands.
Okay, if you will get me out, okay. And he shows his hands.
Not him.
Ah.
And she goes to move on to another cell.
Wait, hey.
Shh. Sorry, bud. Looks like you missed your ride. Go ahead. I like nod for him to go lay back down.
He
Think
says-
half elves have dark vision, so
Yeah, he looks at his hands and like, and then like, slumps back down. He doesn't sleep. He's just like like in that sitting position with the knees to his chest.
before you go too far, what are you looking for on the hands? We can help. We're in the larger room.
She comes back over to the cell. And she extends her hand. Distinctive tattoos on her left hand.
On the back of it or the palm?
Have you seen them?
You said on the back.
In the back.
Okay. Have I ever seen them? Seen them?
Yes.
DM.
I don't believe these would look familiar to you. I haven't personally seen. I don't know exactly which tattoos, but I don't believe this.
They're very distinctive.
Yeah, I don't. These would not be anything that you recognize, unless you want to describe what they look like. If there's like it's like this sort of animal. Like I don't know if there's any symbols that he might recognize on there, but
It's like a henna pattern. It has a matching set. It's one of two.
okay. So no, it doesn't ring a bell.
Okay. Have not seen it before, but I'll know to look out. If I find this person, what should I tell them? That's his.
He needs to come home. But if he isn't here, I guess I can leave.
I don't want to ask her to help break us out because plan is to stay here for a while. Well, if he's here, I'll let them know that you're looking. Miss.
Jasmine.
Jasmine. A beautiful name.
For the flattery.
If he's here.
So she's going to head down the cells and pull in the farther cells and check them out too.
Okay. Looking over, there doesn't appear to be any more half elves in here. half elves or elves of of elven make, in one form or another.
I've wasted my time. And she's gonna head back to the door.
Good luck with your search. I'll keep looking.
So, Artur, you are sleeping, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And Makosa, are you also sleeping?
Yep. I guess. I'm so sad now.
I mean, like, you can you sleep after, but I mean, like, you and Edmund were talking, and then she came in, like right as he was.
Yeah, I couldn't see what was happening though. So
Well, I know you couldn't see what was happening, but there's somebody like in there. If you want your 2 cents, if not, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
if Edmund thinks this is the way to go, sure.
Build an army, kill them all. Or we can go out
Yep.
there and do it ourselves. But this is just what I'm thinking. For now.
I mean, it's much better chances, and also, like I keep saying, you get me a weapon, I don't care what the fuck it is, I'm gonna use it.
Okay. Felix, who is also can see in the dark. Hey, you.
What?
I know you've seen these things, the snake people.
And?
I'll tell you what, if maybe I can speak for all of us. If you help us, maybe we can help you find your brother.
You what?
Kill them, right? That's what we're here to do.
Kill them. Do you know how many are down here?
No.
Funny enough, neither do I, and I've been. I'm not so sure that even you and your friends could kill them all.
Maybe.
Chuckle at that.
Not without our stuff, anyway.
Arthur almost says in his sleep, just kind of, we need one good blade. And he rolls over.
I need one good blade.
One good blade.
I'm going to check the workforces next.
All right.
I could find something.
I don't know.
Something heavy.
What do you think, guys? How long have you been down here?
It's hard to tell time. At the most.
Think about what?
Okay. Well, yeah. Whatever you can do, I guess. Hello.
Alive, aren't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll know when the fight starts.
And I think I'm going to head back to the door and make my way up the tunnel.
All right. So as you hear this, as she relocks the door and makes her way out.
Sweet. Huh. Was interesting.
It's gotta be. There's the mark. She said, right? She's looking for someone. It's a lover, maybe. Yeah, lover, brother, sister. I don't know.
Felix, you dirty dog. I'm going straight to lover.
Well,
Even in a predicament like this, so you can just kind of have a smile, as if even though we're like
Judging from afar.
you see, he's kind of like he's got like his face in his hands. He's like kind of embarrassed. No, it's
nah. It's like if you can hear the smile on my face.
yeah.
He's still like joking around, like still calm, I should say. Give him a nudge.
You hear Artur snore, roll over, and probably like break someone's ankle.
Just don't break.
Well, let's just put it this way: she's a lot quieter than we are.
Speak for yourself. But she's good at picking locks, apparently. Definitely good at staying alive. She's been here a while. Thought she was an ally like that, right? One that's not your enemy is your friend in situation.
I think anyway.
I'll try to find this person with the tattoo as I look for.
I'll keep on the lookout too. We're the only two that can see in the dark, so
We are.
Yeah.
But and since I look down the hall, since we have a little time, I'll grab bars and I'll wild shape into a spider and walk out.
Oh,
well, you have to complete a long rest, which is technically 8 hours.
Oh, short rest for my wild shape.
Oh, is it? I thought it was a long
Yeah.
rest.
Yup.
That's balling.
It's a short or long rest.
Ballin'.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
why I was
So,
reading
yeah,
through it.
so
And
you
that's
do
why I
your
was coming up with
trans-
this kind of trance, because to get my short rest back.
You definitely have enough time for a short rest. We'll say you all have enough time for a short rest. It's not quite
Sweet.
long rest. So so you wild sheep out into a spooter, and
Mhm.
I think just because this is perfect because it's the end of the episode,
Okay.
just about. So rather than do like an hour exploration over the
Yeah.
week, we can explore this.
Sweet.
So that way people aren't waiting forever. And then you can come back and be like, yeah, like this is all the stuff. So maybe
Okay.
we'll just have like another kind of like mini session where like you and I just go back and forth with you as a spider.
All right. That works for
Yeah?
me. Absolutely.
Okay. So you all kind of try to lay down, get as comfortable as you can, nestled next to the shivering and writhing bodies of the other humanoid creatures that are all packed in these cells. You cannot see it, only Felix can see as as Makoso's form begins to shift. A couple of his cellmates begin to like look around and in awe, and as he skitters out the door, you're all left with that
Edmund?
hollow
you mean?
Yeah.
Edmund.
I was gonna say.
Makoso
Really?
shifts. What?
Sorry, yeah, Edmund shifts, and you are all kind of left to your own devices. A vacuum of sound and just this chilly, damp, dark cell. I think that's where we're gonna end it. So
Nice.
next will be I don't know, maybe or the next few. It depends how it goes, but Prison Break episodes.
I'm just really excited to, like, as Artur, to start fucking beating up a Yuan-Ti with a brick. It's gonna be fun.
So what did you expect us to do, Dylan? Did you think we were gonna fight, or did you expect it?
I honestly, I should have. I didn't want to be because I'm simulationist, so I have a really hard time not just being like you're all instantly paralyzed without, you know what I mean? So
Give it a
that
chance.
originally I was just gonna have you pretty much all have held person on you because there was like enough of them casting and grappling you. That was just gonna be like, this is how it is because, you know, they got the drop on you. But you know, I pretty much did it in terms of like, this is how it went to see, you know, puts you in a position of like, are you going to fight or are you not going to fight because you still have free will. I try not to like impose like, this is what's happening. It's just like,
What did you think?
If I didn't like your answer, I totally would have tried to fight them, and it would have been real rough.
Yeah.
But there was a chance we could have won.
Yeah,
Perhaps.
Was there?
with no
Oh,
wild
absolutely.
shapes, I would have definitely died.
yeah, I'm not
I
gonna
would
say.
have killed a few of them, but I would have definitely died.
Yeah, we
But
would
a
have
lot
died,
of
but taken a
emotion.
couple down.
I'm not gonna say yay or nay. I'm just gonna say that things would have definitely played out differently. But
Yeah.
that is as long as you know you own your choices, and that is fine. Like you do whatever you want to do. I was trying to give you enough. I was trying to give you enough information because I know that's one thing
Yeah.
I struggle with is sometimes I withhold too much. So I wanted to be very explicit so you guys made the decision you want to make, not just like being like a
It-
misunderstanding
Honestly,
or something.
it definitely turned out for the best because they took us exactly where we
Mhm.
wanted to go. I mean, that's
It's
we're
honestly
not really even trapped. We're prisoners by choice.
I love